Welcome to the party, pal, and good morning. I hope you're well. This is your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos. Welcome to the big dance. Well, the mini dance. The March 1st, 2023 Vinegar Syndrome announcement. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated here in the beginning of the show. I just got an important phone call and I had to take it, so I apologize for starting the show a little later than I wanted to, but it literally called as I was going live. It happens, but I had to take it. It was just one of those things that just had to happen. So I apologize for the late start there. If this is your first episode of Coffee with Chaos that you've ever seen, oh my God, aren't you in for a treat? Most likely, it is your first time because the Vinegar Syndrome streams do the best and it gets the biggest audience here on the channel. And I want you to know, Coffee with Chaos is a 3 times a week show. It is going to be your new favorite morning show here on YouTube that covers movies of all kinds in any way, shape, and form. So before we go any further, drop me a thumbs up because I promise you I'm going to earn it. Let's play the 100 game. If the counter is not at 100, thumbs up. Do me a favor. Slam that thumbs up because I promise you it's going to be worth it. It's going to be your ticket to the show. Be a part of that first 100 club. Thank you for being here, as always. I'm honored to have you here, and I hope you join me for further episodes of Coffee with Chaos, where not only do we cover Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, all the physical media stuff, but we cover Hollywood movie news, sales, all that stuff. If you've been here before, you know what you are going to get. We're going to talk about some sad news right before we get to Vinegar Syndrome. So I started a little early because we're about 30 minutes away from the reveal, the March reveals, and the partner labels and all that stuff. So about 30 minutes early. So I started a little early so we can do a regular episode and then basically just devote the rest of the time. It's going to be a long episode to Vinegar Syndrome. We're going to talk some sad news. And then finally, I'm going to review this entire box set before the top of the hour and we get to the reveals. So stay tuned. It's going to be a jam slam packed episode. And I can't wait to share a cup of coffee with you.
I love movies.
I love movies. You love movies. We all love movies. I hope you're well. Thanks for hanging in with me. Chat is hopping and popping, and I'll do a quick go through. I don't have a lot of time because we're sort of on a deadline here. So I'm going to, let me see. Where is that window? I'm going to make sure that we have this counter up. I don't want to miss this. I'm going to pop up this counter. I'm going to say hi to the chat real quick, and then we're going to pop into our stories before we get on with the rest of the show. Brent in the chat says, Summer Guessing Night of a Thousand Cats. Have you seen that movie? You know, I tried to watch it once, but it was such a scratchy VHS print. I couldn't make heads or tails. But apparently it's got animal abuse. So do what you will with that. Good morning, Nanette. I hope you're well. It's good to have you here. Captain Horror, what's up? The family is well. Stoked to see new releases. I'm glad to hear that. Paul Medina, always a good supporter of the show. Thank you for being here, bud. Joe Jack in the house. Ken Crossan says, hoping the 4K 80s Italian title is Stage Fright. Don't think Blue Underground has their rights anymore. Stage Fright's okay. Is that the owl head? I think that is the owl head. Alex, thank you. Coffee with Chaos is the best morning show. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Spooky Guy, you got your coffee in hand. I think, Spooky Guy, you were the one who asked for a review. So this is for you, pal. Slipcover says, no word for me today, so I actually get to enjoy coffee coffee with Chaos for a change. Awesome, man. Thanks, dude. Hey, if you want to jump in later, let me know. I can send you an invite real quick. Alrighty, John Peters in the house. Sean, what's up? Brian, I'm glad to have having some smoke with Chaos. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Let's get to it. There's a lot to cover, and some of it is a little sad, but I'm gonna save the sad for sort of the middle. Well, this is a Vinegar Syndrome stream predominantly, so it's time for a physical exam. Who's ready? I'm ready. Now, I'll tell you what. Where a counter says 23 minutes, we'll check in later. I'll tell you what. I was a big fan, as you may remember, of the first. The hell's it called? Homegrown Horrors box set. Big fan of the original, and I was equally excited for the second. So I go, wow, the quality's got to be good. Quality, you know what I mean? Let me take these out one by one. The box is the box. I'm not gonna. You've seen the artwork. Well, that's backwards. What the hell? Okay. First, we have Hanging Heart. Let me see. What's a good angle? There you go. Hanging Heart. I'm in my new offices. If you've been watching, you know why. Moonstalker and Dead Girls. Now, what picture do I have first? I think we'll start with Dead Girls. Hey, how about that? Dead Girls. Special features wise, commentary track, 2 commentary tracks, I should say, and then a 93-minute making of documentary. What the hell? It's longer than the movie. No, it's not. The movie's long. The movie's about an hour and 46 minutes, I guess. But 93 minutes! Everything you've ever wanted to know about this movie you've never heard of is there. All right. I mean, maybe it's a well-known movie. I'm not familiar with it. But, again, I may be out of the loop. Maybe Dead Girls is the movie that everyone was like, holy shit, Dead Girls? Holy shit. I can't believe they brought that out. Amazing. Dead Girls. All right, let's talk about this movie. Look at that image. That is our killer. From 1990, Dead Girls. This nearly 2-hour regional slasher movie lacks blood, boobs, and beasts. So there's really not much to recommend it. A nearly all-girl punk rock band heads to a cabin in the woods, and it turns out to be a bad decision. This is one of those horror movies where the characters spend most of the movie discussing theories and what to do next. Let me click over another picture for you. A couple of the kills are bloody, but nothing memorable beyond the axe scene. It's all one of those movies where it's painfully obvious who the killer is, so much so that the characters look stupid for not realizing it. A terrible, bloated script coupled with a pretty boring final girl, that's her right there, combined to make a poor example of the slasher genre. This movie needed more intensity and less walking around, but the last few minutes were surprisingly brilliant and dark. Overall, it's pretty cliched stuff, even for a 1990s movie. So, was it terrible? Kinda. 2 stars. Dead Girls, 2 stars for me. And here's the thing. This movie's way too polished, in my opinion, for a homegrown horrors movie. Way too polished. It looks good. It looks legit. And the thing about the homegrown horrors, the first one was like, oh, these are just like literally college kids making a movie. This felt a little too polished to be a homegrown horrors movie. And I think that's going to be a running theme with this box set. Let's move on to what I consider the most divisive movie in the box set, and boy do I have a lot to say about that one. Let's talk Hanging Heart. Look at this cover. Interesting cover. Special features include a 23-minute interview, another 11-minute. It's nice that they put the times because people like that. 11-minute interview, 17-minute interview, a 7-minute interview, and a 9-minute interview. It's ass-packed with interviews, and honestly, that might have been a poor choice of words for this movie. Hanging Heart from 1989. This has got to be the most boring gay movie ever made. Everybody wants to have sex with Denny. All the girls, and yes, all the boys. So if that's your thing, buckle up. This is probably one of the most homoerotic slasher movies ever made. It's absolutely not amazing. So this movie made for some uncomfortable viewing. By the way, this plays more like a homoerotic thriller than a straight-up slasher movie, meaning there's no gore at all, and the girls and the kills are pretty lame strangulations. Denny and Eli Roth look alike, as you can see from that picture. Is a struggling actor who's just been cast in what appears to be the gayest play ever made. When his girlfriend is found dead, he is considered a prime suspect. Luckily, his landlord, Elliot, is a lawyer and wants to help him, but he also has the major hots for Denny. And even though he bought the kid a goddamn Porsche, he thinks... sorry, I got caught up here. He has the major hots for Danny and even bought the kid a goddamn Porsche. which is insane because even back then Porsches were not cheap. Actually, I think in the movie they say the Porsche's like, no, that's another movie I'm thinking of. Sorry, I'm getting my Porsche movies mixed up. Anyway, I digress. We are treated to or subjected to, however the case may be for you, multiple gay fantasies as Elliot and Denny hook up. The bulk of the movie is the police trying to frame Denny while Denny stumbles around and tries to find the killer. But he's too fucking busy not wearing a shirt and being stupid. And that's honestly how the best way to describe the character. He's just fucking wasting our friggin' time. Anyway, there's so many weird things in this movie. They are obviously done on purpose, but it plays so awkwardly, like a paraplegic old man who keeps falling downstairs and getting hit with soccer balls, and it's not played for laughs. But it certainly is hilarious. This is the kind of movie that feels like it's 3 hours long, but it was made for a specific audience. And while I'm not that audience, I could see some people getting an enjoyment out of it. The script needed a major rewrite, and the film needed to be edited by at least 20 minutes. Also, I'm not a big fan of movies where the main character is having delusions, and you never know what's real and what isn't. That, to me, feels like a waste of screen time. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I feel about those types of films, as my buddy Graham would say over on Man v Film. 1 star. 1 star. And not because it was a gay movie, but because it was a boring movie. It sucked. Sucked. The kill sucked. Sucked. And probably one of the most polished movies in both box sets. Again, not a homegrown horrors movie. Doesn't fit. Does not fit. You broke it. No. This is not a homegrown horrors movie. This was a polished 35mm movie. 35mm, right? Let's see. Yeah, 35mm movie. Well, fucking homegrown horrors movie shoots on 35mm. None of them. The first box, none of them are 35mm. I'm 100% sure of that. Doesn't fit. And it sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was not a good movie, and not because of the subject matter. Just it was a badly made movie, and that ultimately was my problem. Let's talk about Moonstalker, a movie that I'm familiar with. If you've been following the channel for a while, when I was on the old channel, we did a let's watch of this live. So I had seen it before. You get 2 commentary tracks, and you get another one. Holy Moses! Whoa! Two long-ass documentaries, a 93-minute making of and a 70-minute behind-the-scenes archival making of documentary. So that's a lot of moonstalking to be done if you care to moonstalk in that direction. Let's talk Moonstalker, 1989. This movie does take place at night, and the moon is out, but the moon doesn't necessarily play any major role in the stalking here. So the title, to me, makes no sense. Especially, I mean, not that it has to, but I feel like if you're calling your movie Moonstalker, Jesus, then there's got to be a reason, right? I don't know. Maybe a werewolf? He's not a werewolf. Especially since it's not a well-known phrase. If it was a well-known phrase, then fine. Anyway, it's a nitpick, I know. But sadly, the most clever thing about this movie is the title. This regional Friday the 13th ripoff offers lame kills and sadly boring characters. It also appears to have been filmed on the grainiest film stock available. It's not terrible, but it's aggressively unremarkable. That's the best way I could put it. I'm going to give it 3 stars. It was just okay. It was just okay for me. But what does that say about the entire box set? 1 3-star movie, a 1-star movie, and a 2-star movie. Well, friend, tell you what. It means I didn't like Volume 2 at all. Overall, I would give the box a thumbs down. I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend it because I think it doesn't fit the homegrown horrors model whatsoever, in my opinion. Even if these are original movies, they're too polished looking. I was looking for something a little more rough around the edges. That's the fun of discovering those type of movies. These were like, for the exception of Moonstalker. Moonstalker was pretty rough, but this was a little too polished. it's a thumbs down for me in terms of. I'll put that right there. In terms of recommendation, I don't know how you feel about it if you got the box set, but that's where I'm leaning at for the box set. What movie in the house? What do I think VS is putting out today? I have no idea. I guess we will find out. Jason says sucked, but not in the good way. I agree. John McD says, I consider Hanging Heart to be a borderline masterpiece. No kidding. I could watch that right now if I wanted to. Wow. Well, awesome, dude. Congratulations. I'm happy. I'm happy you found a movie you love. That's wonderful. Born to be Rad. What's up, man? Any predictions? No predictions that I know of. Some people are saying Night of a Thousand Cats. But who the hell wants a Cardona box set? So I doubt that'll happen. We'll see, man. Creaky Onion, Ohioan. I'm sorry, there you go. Cardboard enthusiasts unite. Absolutely. By the way, 66 people watching. Get those thumbs up, please. Remember, it helps the channel. It helps the video. It's your ticket to the show. Be a part of that first 100 club. Joe Jack says, does it at least have interesting gay subculture vibes? No, because it's not like Cruising. Because I think Cruising I think Cruising is a better film, obviously. It's not that. It's more. It's weird. It's like, think of an erotic horror movie, but it's homoerotic, but it's also trying to be a slasher movie. I don't know. It was boring, dude. Really, really boring. Donna agrees. Hanging Heart was an unbearable watch for me. So boring. Yeah. I agree. We're about 10 minutes away here. Let's check in with the clock. 11 minutes away. All right. We're gonna continue with the show because I have more to talk about. Before we do that, let me, we're still with physical exam. I want to bring something up to you who are potentially interested in the Danza Macabra box set. If you haven't listened to the podcast that Severin released, they have said that they will be doing at least 2 more box sets. So they've got 2 more in the pipeline. I ordered mine already. I'm really excited for it, and I want to support them full price. And I rarely do that, but I like this type of movie. So there you go. I'm gonna put that on your radar because I think it's important for you to know if you are interested at all in Danza Macabra. Another thing when coming to the discussion of physical media, let's talk T-shirts. This just dropped. I wonder if I can. Let's see. They usually have a. What? No, that's wrong. They have a banner up here. There it is. Let's see if we can just go to the artwork. Scream 6 is just right around the corner. Cavity Colors just released a new line of Scream 6 themed shirts. You get this one, which I'm buying for Missy Chaos. She's a big Scream fan and a New York fan, so it's perfect. Greetings from New York City there. Fortunately, it's blocked by the stupid controls there. I think they use the same site as the Vinegar Syndrome. They also have Scary Movies Forever, which most likely I will be buying. I like that. $30 a shirt, plus whatever the shipping is. Most likely I will get it in a baseball jersey shirt. Because I like that quite a bit. I have something similar to it that I got last time. It is the Be Kind Rewind shirt, which was here a minute ago. I don't know if they sold out of it, but that was a cool one. Anyway, just wanted to put that on your horizon in the physical media space. Ghostface lives, and he will continue to live next weekend. Oh my God, that's insane to me, man. That is insane to me. All right, now it's time, before we get to the Vinegar Syndrome goodness, on Coffee with Chaos, we have a segment that I enjoy. I love all my segments, but this one I enjoy the most because it's talking about my town, industry. Let's hear the buzz around town. Now, prepare yourselves because we're talking some pretty sad news. This just dropped last night. Sadly, we lost Ricou Browning, the Gill Man from the Creature from the Black Lagoon movies. He was amazing. He was the here, I'll read this article. Ricou Browning, the underwater stuntman who performed the Gill Man in the 1954 horror classic Creature from the Black Lagoon and its sequels, went on to co-produce the Dolphin Tail Flipper for both the big screen and television, died quietly Sunday of natural causes at his home in Florida. He was 93. Amazing. 93 years old. I'm lucky enough to say I got to meet Ricou and get his autograph. It's in my kitchen on my wall, and he was such a nice guy, such a gentleman, such an appreciator of his fans and of the history of his movies and the stuff he's done. Amazing guy, really lovely guy, and it happens, but it's still sad to hear when a horror hero passes away. Not only that, he directed and performed stunts for the Thunderball underwater sequences. That's the thing he was the most proud of, the Thunderball work. He was a fantastic, and the underwater stuff in Thunderball is exciting. I'm usually bored by that stuff, but he makes it really amazing. Ricou Browning, rest in peace, sir. You will be missed. You will be missed. Thank you so much for your work. Next up, this is some more sad news. He's not, as far as we know. Now, they're supposed to release a statement today, but it hasn't been released as far as I know just yet. If something happens while we're live, I will mention it. Tom Sizemore, the beloved actor, features end-of-life decisions. But basically, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Tom. He's not going to last very long. I'm going to read this article here from Deadline. Tom Sizemore's manager, Charles Lago, has released new information about the prognosis for the actor, who has been hospitalized in critical condition in intensive care since February 18 in a coma. Today, doctors informed his family that there is no further hope and have recommended end-of-life decisions. Lago said in a statement Monday, the family is now deciding end-of-life matters, and a further statement will be issued on Wednesday. That's today, as the recording of this video, if you're watching live. Maybe we'll find out what happens later today. Lago asked for privacy for the family during this difficult time and thanked everyone on behalf of the messages and support. So what exactly happened? Because this was news to me. Sizemore, 61, which is pretty young, is suffering from a brain aneurysm that was a result of a stroke, Lago confirmed. He was reportedly discovered at his home at around 2 a.m. on February 18 and transported to St. Joseph's Hospital in Burbank. I know that hospital well. That's where my daughter was born. So we don't. There's no further news as far as I know, but looks like Tom Sizemore is reaching the final curtain call. It may be a wrap for Mr. Sizemore here in the next day or so, unfortunately. So send him your well wishes. I've worked with Tom briefly. I do have a Tom Sizemore story which I've shared in the past. I won't speak ill of the sick. I'm not gonna say he's passed just yet. It was a difficult production, and beyond that, he's kept working and stuff like that. So I'm glad he's still in the game. It looked like he was on a healthy trajectory. But man, aneurysm, that's scary. That's scary. I wish you well, Tom. I hope everything works out for you, my friend. And if not, then thank you for your work. Justin says, must be brain dead. Yep, brain death. Captain Horror, damn, really gonna miss Tom Sizemore. Such a great actor. He's in so many awesome action drama films I love. He's really great. When he was awesome, he was awesome. And obviously fell in hard times recently. It happens. It's a shame. But we love him and we miss him very much. Well, I mean, he's still around, but we're gonna miss him when he's gone. Is what I mean to say. Let's take a sip of our coffee here on Coffee with Chaos. Look at this, our timer. We're almost there. 4 minutes to go. This gives me just enough time. And I'll check in with the chat. Don't worry, guys. I am seeing all your comments, and I'll bring you all in tonight over on Tony's channel. Let's get nuts. You want to get nuts? How about Dog Nuts? Episode 14 of Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel over on Tony's channel. Oh, my God. We're talking Sleeping Dogs Lie and Love on a Leash. One of these is a masterpiece, and one of these is boring as fucking hell. Join us, won't you? OGP will be there. Planet Mondo will be there. That's an old thumbnail, but who's gonna? Oh, and Tina Kraus, Scream Queen Tina Kraus will be joining us as well. She when I told her what the movie's about, she was like, well, "I got to join you." If you missed it, and most likely you did, yesterday was episode 6 of All the Colors of the Dark. Go check that out. It's backlog on the channel. It was a lot of fun, and we've planned episode 7. Nathaniel Thompson will be hosting. We're talking Raiders of Atlantis. Oh shit! And Amsterdam, the movie about a scuba suit guy who kills people in Amsterdam. Never seen it. Fingers crossed. It's not. Actually, no. I really hope it's garbage because it's more fun to talk about it like that. That's going to be March 14th, Tuesday. Hopefully, you'll join us for that. March 19th, a Sunday. Guilty Pleasures 2 coming at you over on Lady Shasha's channel. What did I just watch? Just search What Did I Just Watch? It's on YouTube. You'll find her. Go back if you haven't seen episode 1. It was so fun. Demon Warp and Demon Wind. What a fun discussion. She has chosen Howling 3, The Marsupials, and The Greasy Strangler as her 2 guilty pleasures, and we'll be chatting both films on March 19th, Sunday. Then the 21st, Tuesday of March 21st, over on Tony's channel, we're talking Anna Nicole's tits. I mean, Anna Nicole Smith. To the Limit. Oh, yeah. Skyscraper. Anna Nicole Smith, badass action booby movies. That's going to be a lot of fun. The usual panel is there. And somehow we roped Mel into joining us. So it's going to be even more fun talking boobies with Mel. That's March 21st. Hopefully you'll come in for that party. 2 minutes away. Let me check in with the chat. Look at this guy right here. Jason Hoff. $10 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. Jason, you are the man. I think this is the first time we've met. I don't remember reading your comment in previous streams, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You rock, you roll, you're amazing. And I'm going to give you a fun little thing to look at. How about that? Whoa, there's Jason. Yeah, woo! Thanks, Jason. I appreciate that very much. Dude, you have no idea what that means. You rock, you roll. I appreciate that. And Jason just helped this stream not need to be monetized. If you guys send in super chats, super stickers, and things like that, I don't have to worry about the video being monetized. And you know what that means? If you're watching the past, we can show trailers. Let's fucking go, man. Let's watch some trailers. I love it. Jason, thank you so much. That really, really helps. A minute away. 1 minute away. Jim says, not missing that Anna Nicole Smith one. Skyscraper is my favorite Die Hard ripoff. Hell yeah. Sumo's in. Greasy Strangler. There you go. Picture says he loves Raiders of Atlantis. Let's make it happen. Joe Jack says, I'll try to make it for Love and Unleashed. That's tonight on Tony's channel. Don't miss it. You know what? Open another tab and click notify on Tony's video so you do not miss it. I've missed some comments and I apologize, but I had to get through a lot before the big dance. Big dance is 30 seconds away. Whoo! I have no idea what to expect. I hope it's worth the ride here. Let me try and kind of minimize this window so I can see it on my screen. 19 seconds. Shall we do the countdown? Let's take a sip of coffee. By the way, merchandising available. Link below. Like wherever you're watching on YouTube, it should be anyway. 5, 4, 2, 1. Here we go, baby. What do we got? What do we got? Same thing. Okay, one more time. What do we got? What do we got? Same fucking thing. Okay, one more time. What do we got? What do we got? Same fucking thing. Wow. They're not releasing. Am I doing this wrong? No. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Woo! What the fuck is dog tags? Wait, is that it? Wait, there's gotta be more. Oh my fucking god, it is Freeway 2. Oh my fucking god. Primal Rage! Yes! What? Yeah! Yeah, man! Oh, is it 4K? Fuck, that's expensive. Fuck, a turtle's dick. That was... Oh, man, what a lineup! Oh! Okay, oh, man. Woo! You can tell I'm excited. Okay. We Hate Vinegar Syndrome behind the scenes. Look at our archive. Well, we gotta watch that. I will download that video depending on if I get a couple more super chats. We can make that happen, Captain. Here we go. Let's take a look at the partner labels. See what we got first. Wow, Breathless. Holy fuck. Richard Gere and Breathless. Death Crocodile, Assassin of Azar. Calvaire. Oh, speaking of homoerotic, that's another Very, very gay horror movie, but a better one. Saturn's Core. Culture Shock, The Flesh Merchant. I'm not familiar with that one. How to Build a Time Machine. Okay, we knew that was coming. Umbrella Entertainment Nightmares. Is that the one? Is that the video game one? I think I might have that. And which way does it? Okay, so it goes all the way to Factory 25, The Upsetter, The Life and Music of Lee Scratch Perry. And then Agfa is putting out Shaolin. What the hell? Shaolin Invincibles plus 7 to 1. What? That looks kind of awesome. But wow, look, it's already dropping. Look at that. Wow, that's crazy. Is this a kung fu movie or Taiwanese martial arts movies? Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to Tony about that one. I think I'm grabbing that. Meet me in the bathroom. No thanks. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Breathless. I'm sure that's gonna fucking fly. That's gonna be the last. By the way, they're not telling you this. This is the last Fun City Editions release through Vinegar Syndrome. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember it. I know I've seen that movie. Death Crocodile. What's the slip on that? Okay, 2000. Is this another Russian film? They love their Russian films. They love the Russian films. I think we should start with Vinegar Syndrome. What does everybody think? Let me check in with the chat, see how everybody is faring. Let's see. John McD says, fuck yeah, Primal Rage. If MC is excited, that's a good time. It's a fun movie, man. Griff says, a documentary about GoldenEye. What? Was that in the partner? Is that what that was? I missed that. What? Oh, it is. Oh, shit. A movie about the game that defined it. Oh, come on. That's going to sell out immediately. Oh, yeah, it's on its way. 1,000? That's on its way. Well, if you want a documentary about GoldenEye, I'm not knocking it, but yeah, there you go. Let's see. Oxto says, make it all happen. You missed a super chat. Did I? No, I got it. There's only been one that I saw anyway. That doc on GoldenEye is going to sell out fast. It is. Sexy Sumo, what's up, man? Freeway 2 any good? God, I honestly don't remember if I've seen it or not. I honestly don't remember. I know Natasha Lyonne is in it. So there's that. John Peter says, better partner labels than VS, in my opinion. Joe Jack says, oh my god, I might have to grab the GoldenEye doc. Damn nostalgia. Grab it soon, because we saw the Clue documentaries fly out the window. So grab it soon. It may happen before it's too late. All right. Shall we? Oh, there's merch. Oh, there's a booby movie. Babe. And not the Babe. Honestly, they would probably put out Babe on 4K. I'd buy that. Babe is a good movie. And then you get Glow. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at how fancy. Glow slime shirts. Hey, that's kind of cool. I like that. But it's in white, and I can't wear white. I always just get stains on everything white, so. And there's a Glow skeleton shirt. Ooh, skeleton. Yeah, all right. Let's start with the hey, there we go. Paul Medina. All right, thank you, buddy. You have helped unlock trailers. Let me did Vinegar Syndrome put up trailers yet? I wonder. They usually do. And then sometimes they don't. And then I have to go looking somewhere else. It makes it a little tricky. Oh, they did. They did. All right. So let's start with... Oh, come on now. Come on, YouTube. Oh, Jesus. I said okay. Okay. Let's start with Freeway. Confessions of a Trick Baby from 1991. 99, I'm sorry. I was reading something else. I'm going to grab the clip. Okay, let's read about... Oh, my Lord. What the fuck? Okay, first the slip. All right. Similar to the first one. I don't remember. Maybe I've not seen Freeway 2. I don't remember that. That's new to me. Does that work? Easier for the screen? Oh, it might be easier the other way. Let me back it up. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Well, no. Then you guys can see it like that. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. See, I'm a little British. Okay. This release is included in your packaging, by the way, subscribers. Limited to 6,000. White Girl, I guess that's her name, is a twisted teenage prostitute with a bad attitude and a nasty eating disorder. Don't you just hate it? Who's been sent to the slammer for 25 years. Her cellmate, Cyclona, is equally deranged, being a vicious killer. And as like minds attract, the two are quick to form a truly twisted alliance. When the opportunity arises, White Girl and Cyclona manage to escape from the pen and embark on a non-stop orgy of violence and debauchery, all while hoping to make it across the border into Mexico in order to seek refuge with Cyclona's proxy caretaker, Sister Gomez. However, there's a big hitch in their plans, as the good sister isn't as she seems. What does that mean? The good sister isn't as she... Okay, that's weird. I don't understand what that means. Anyway. Directed by Matthew Bright, yet again. Starring Natasha Lyonne, Vincent Gallo, David Allen, John Landis. John Landis! I don't think I've seen this movie. 4K presentation, Blu-ray, Region A. Once Upon a Time, a 98-minute documentary. 23-minute interview. A 29-minute interview. Archival interviews with the director. And then an archival interview with the producer. And then behind-the-scenes footage that runs 28 minutes. Trick Baby! What a name! What a name! I'd never even heard of that as a thing, but apparently it is. Mondo Ben says Freeway 2 absolutely rules. Let's bring that up. A Freeway? Computer will find it and we'll watch it. Freeway 2, thank you for the super chats. Keep those rolling in so we can do trailers and I don't have to worry about YouTube thumbing its nose at me. Here we go.
Crystal Van Meter. Your life represents a juvenile justice system gone so awry. What a tragedy. Yet to continue allowing you to traffic in drugs, to rob and beat foolish men on the pretext of having a good time, that would only serve to compound that tragedy.
Yeah.
Now, in view of this eating disorder, I'm directing the youth authority to place you into a medical facility where you'll get
I want to see that in 4K.
Then, on your 19th birthday, you'll be turned over to the Department of Corrections to serve a term of no less than 25 years at the Frontera Institute for Women.
You like her? You like her?
That's Cyclona. There's a booty call. You're wasting your time.
This ain't no booty call.
I gotta get some sleep.
Booty call!
You were that Crystal busted out of jail yesterday?
Booty call it.
Nobody contacted me.
You haven't spoken to her.
I did have a conversation by phone with her yesterday morning to explain the appeal.
Client's traveling with a little friend she met in lockup named Angela Garcia. Ever hear of her?
You talking about that serial killer from Apple Valley?
Garcia bitch has murdered everyone who's ever been close to her. Family, social worker. Shot them all in the face.
The Garcia girl's a deviant, sexual psychopath.
That's a lot.
She killed
In the
dismembered
face.
her entire family.
How come you never mentioned before what those people he killed just happened to be a family?
Yeah. How come?
Because I like being popular.
Hell yeah, me too, girl.
Hey, now I could tell everyone I got to see your ass.
Nice, tight little ass, too.
Oh, now that's a bingo. I'm gonna do one of these. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm gonna do a TBYB on that one. TBYB on that one. All right, next up, let me see here. Make sure I get my trailers in the background here. Mexican Gothic, the films of Carlos Enrique Toboada. Okay. I'm not familiar with him, but at least it's not Night of a Thousand Cats. Or is it? Let's see. Oh, beautiful. I most likely will buy this. You get Rapina, Darker Than Night, Poison for the Fairies. Yeah, don't mess with them goddamn fairies, man. They will eat your ass. Okay. That's a fact, by the way. I've read that. Okie dokie. This is 6,000 units, includes a 40-page perfect bound book. Only available on the website. Bewitched children, revenge-seeking spirits, and murderous thieves. Revered in his country, but criminally underknown outside of it. 3 of Mexican genre film master and Carlos Enrique Taboada's most influential works are collected here for the first time on Blu-ray. Poison for the Fairies. When young Flavia arrives at her new school, she is quickly befriended by Veronica. What starts out as an innocent friendship turns terrifying when Veronica reveals herself to be a witch. Unsure of the truth, Flavia enters into a manipulative relationship as Veronica's accomplice, as the line between what is real and imagined blurs, leads to a spiral of magic, death, sacrifice, and murder. Cool. Sounds good. Sounds like a folk horror movie. I like that. Darker than night, Ophelia has just learned of the death of her aunt, whom she had never trusted. In a sinister twist of fate, she has now inherited her aunt's estate, along with all of its tenants, living and dead. Inviting her 3 close friends along, Ophelia moves into the Gothic house, but shortly after, disregarding her aunt's posthumous request to care for Becker, the house cat, their lives are turned upside down as horrors reveal themselves and a supernatural force starts to violently pick off the girls one by one. That reminds me of a Euro horror movie that has a similar plot. Something about a cat, and like you have to do something with the cat, and if you don't, then like there's a curse. Shadow of the Cat. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but it was that sounds familiar. Rapina, woodcutter Porfirio has always accepted his meager existence. However, one day while working in a remote forested mountain, Porfirio is the sole witness to the crash of a luxury plane. Desperate to escape his circumstances, he seizes the opportunity to loot the wreckage with his neighbor and co-worker, Evodio. But soon, best laid plans lead to treachery and murder. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like A Simple Plan. If you guys have seen that movie, the Sam Raimi movie, fantastic film. It sounds a lot like Simple Plan. A few directors other than Taboada have left such a distinct footprint on Mexico's horror genre. These 3 films, with ample violence, wretched depravity, and supernatural evil, adeptly place their horror to Mexican society and culture at large, and all have been adeptly place their horror. That I don't understand what that means. It's weirdly written. And culture at large, and all have been newly restored in 4K by Vinegar Syndrome from their original 35mm negatives. 2-disc region free, presented in original Spanish language and newly translated subtitles, so no dubs. Video essay on fairies, a video essay on Darker, and a video essay on Rapina. Interesting. This sounds like a winner chicken dinner for me, but I tend to really enjoy Mexican horror cinema. I'm not sure how you guys feel about this one. Sumo is sold. All right. Sunset Shimmer is also sold on the Mexican Gothic. JJ says, Poison of the Fairies, hell yeah, long out of print. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you guys are down to clown for this one. It's Gothic month for some reason. Everybody's announcing Gothic things. You get Danza Macabre, Gothic horror films from Severin. You get the Mexican Gothic set from Indicator, and everybody was like, oh wait, those are going to be the same ones that Vinegar Syndrome is going to release. That would suck ass. I hate when companies do that. We'll talk about it on the Friday show, but there's a big 4K dust-up between 88 Films and Severin. We'll talk about that on the Friday Coffee with Chaos morning show. Slipcover, Mr. Slipcover's in. Looks good to me. It does look really good. But is the movie, the set of movies, I should say, interesting? Let's look at the trailer, thanks to my generous super chatters. Mexican Gothic. Unlocked. Let's watch it. All right. Atmospheric. I wish there was more of this trailer. It's just like, I don't know. This doesn't really tell you much. It's just kind of a mood piece. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know that necessarily sold me on it. I mean, there's some cool looking movie. Bumpy Jonas, lots of walking. Yeah, less exciting than at first glance, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's the same thing with, you know, I'm glad that they're doing these box sets, but the same thing with the Hong Kong one. Those movies were kind of disappointing, to be honest. If you've seen Mondo's Don't Deliver Us from Evil, Poison of the Fairies is very similar to me. I haven't seen it, but I know which one you're talking about. Manx is a big pass. Oh, wow. Big pass from you. Slipcover, I'm going to do that right now. Hold on to your butts. John agrees, dull trailer. Yeah, come on. Like, at least some dialogue. I mean, I know it's in Mexican, but I mean, you know, in Spanish, just like subtitle it. Just so we get some context. It feels a little, just a little empty. I don't get the emptiness here. I'm gonna send Bullet Blake the link here real quick, because I want to get his take on things here. I mean, his take is gonna be, I'm gonna buy everything. I'm Bullet Blake. All right, I sent that to you, pal. You know what I should do? Well, I'll turn my mail off later. Anyway, next up, and we'll get his thoughts on this in a moment. Next up, I might buy it, but again, you know what I'm gonna do, and I suggest y'all do, and it might be on YouTube. Anybody who has a chance to help me track that down, look on YouTube, look on Tubi if any of these are available for try before you buy. Words to live by. Words to live by. Let's see. What haven't we done? Oh, let's talk. Okay, this is the one I'm super excited for. Primal Rage! I love crazy fucking animal movies. And I want them so bad to do Shockma. Because Shockma to me is just a masterpiece, a movie. Masterpiece! Let's see. We'll bring it down a bit here. Primal Rage. Look at that shit. Look at that cover, man. Nah, the back's a little boring. But she'll bring out the beast in you. Oh, yeah. She'll bring out the beast. Oh, man, this guy's gonna turn into a fucking monkey. I know. I just know it. This looks great. To be honest, this is a movie I know I've seen, but I have zero memory of it. But I remember being really excited for it when I watched it, and afterwards having positive memories. This was years, VHS years ago. So it's been a minute, but I remember it being very, very enjoyable. JJ Gem says Primal Rage is lit. John McD agrees it's a gorgeous slip. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the guy who spends way too much money on slipcovers. Bullet Blake, how are you, buddy? Muted.
What's up?
Hey, well, we got some new announcements. How are you feeling before we get into Primal Rage? Let's talk about the lineup in general. How do you feel about this lineup as a subscriber?
Actually, I like it. I'm super stoked for Primal Rage. I'm super stoked for Freeway 2. The Gothic one looked better before we watched that trailer.
Yeah.
Like, and is the cat on the cover of that the same one from The Uninvited?
Yeah, they shared cats.
I think that's the same image.
That would be hilarious if it was. But yeah, that did look kind of bummed us out a little bit. I agree. Well, Primal Rage is super exciting, and it looks like Picture in Picture says Primal Rage is on YouTube. So I would suggest everyone who's not getting it already go check that out. Mr. Slipcover says that trailer didn't do this movie any favors.
It didn't.
It did not. They're supposed to sell people, right, on these things?
I think that turned some people off.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, let's read about this movie. Hold on. Okay, that's a little better for the screen, so everyone can read that. Okay, Primal Rage. The science department at a Florida university has been working on a wonder drug for brain injuries, but has accidentally created something else. A rage virus capable of turning those infected into mindless killers, complete with superhuman strength. Meanwhile, two student journalists, Chad and Frank, this is part of the Chad and Frank shared universe, but everybody knows that. They're on the hunt for a story that will land them national attention. After stumbling upon the biology lab responsible for conducting the experiments and its large stock of test animals, the reporters believe they've landed on a potentially topical subject: inhumane animal testing. Deciding to break in at night to get some exclusive photos, Frank is attacked by a baboon, which, unbeknownst to him, has been infected with the virus. Now, with a deadly substance flowing through his body, Frank slowly begins to transform into a bloodthirsty monster in the shell of a man. And it's not long before anyone he encounters starts getting ripped to shreds. But even worse, the virus proves contagious. Hell yeah! Sounds like a blast. Have you seen this one before?
Me? Yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah.
I know I have, but I don't remember. Oh, that's right. Vittorio Rambaldi. It's an Italian film. I think this is the crazy Italian film then that they were hyping up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this shit's fucking nuts.
I love it. 4K, then a Blu-ray, which is region free. You get an 86-minute documentary on this movie because that's how long you need to tell the entire story behind the scenes. And then a video interview with the producer. Primal Rage. Oh, baby. I love crazy animal monkey movies. Have you seen Shakma, Bullet Blake?
Nope.
Oh, Shakma's so good. Shakma's so good. I love it. Hopefully they'll put it out one day with Demon Warp. Ben Grimm says, Primal Rage is a good watch. One I had you watching but never wanted to own until now. Vincent had me thinking I'd spend 40 on that. How much is it now? 35. And then when it goes on sale, it'll be 25. Unless it flies, which I'd be super shocked, because it's certainly not as well known as like From Beyond. I'm gonna wait for sale, but this sounds like a fun movie. Let's watch the trailer. And this is Primal. Primal Rage. Hold on to your butts. Hopefully this doesn't work against it. Shakma is great. I agree, Sydney.
You're witnessing the most significant breakthrough in modern medical history.
Oh, look at that shit.
What happened to Duffy?
I don't know.
Don't trick me around, Etheridge. He caught something from your monkey.
It's not a disease. The monkey had an abnormal
the
reaction
virus.
to synthetic protein that I'm developing. I need your help to find your friend before it's too late.
It is about LARPing, yeah. They're raging out.
Debbie yet. I'm worried about her. She's got this infected bite on her neck, and she won't go to the doctor.
How did she get it?
From Duffy.
Let's go.
Hey! Want a little party? Come on, we'll show you a good time.
Let me alone, I'm sick.
Come on, we'll stick you with something that'll fix you right up.
Don't let the ivy walls fool you. This place is a jungle. So you better watch out.
Hey, bud, what's shaking? A new crop of prime freshman titties.
Yeah! Amazing. And you can see all that in 4K. So there you go. JJ says it's better than Shockma. I don't know, man. Shockma's got a monkey, a horny monkey attacking people. I don't know. That's hard to top. But Bullet Blade gives it a thumbs up. Yes.
Oh yeah. It's probably the best. Well, the one I'm most excited for, but it's also, well, I saw Freeway 2, but this is the most excited.
Yeah, that's an interesting get. Freeway 2. I
figured they would release that one, to be honest, after they released the first one.
Yeah. I know the VHS was apparently like a holy grail for a couple of my YouTube buddies. So I guess it's hard to find. I don't know. Justin's gonna get it. All right, Justin. Bumpy. Yeah, Link is a good movie, but Link is more polished, I think. And Elizabeth Shue is great in it. But yeah. I don't know. I'm interested now, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. If the monkey doesn't play a main part, if it's just like rage teens, I don't know about that. But I'm still gonna TVYB, and most likely it'll end up in my collection. Let me get your thoughts on Freeway 2. If you weren't a subscriber, is that a must get immediately, or would you wait for a sale? Bullet Blade.
I mean, I'm sure it'll stay around till a sale. I would buy it immediately, but I think I would buy. Well, I don't know if I'd buy that Mexican Gothic set immediately if I wasn't a subscriber, but the Freeway 2 I'd definitely pick up. Like, I like it. It's not as good as the first one.
Right. Well,
still...
it's still decent enough.
Yeah, it's still fun.
The first one is still in stock. Over 1,000 left. That had 8,000 units. So, yeah, I don't think the second one's going away anytime soon.
I'm glad they made the cover art, like, match.
Yes. I do like that. I think that was a smart decision on their part. All right, we got a VSA. Dog tags. New to me. Are you familiar with this one?
Nope, but I'm excited because VSAs.
You drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I mean, I already placed my order and definitely had to grab this one.
I mean, it looks fun, but again, it's more like, oh, that's a cool shot.
It is.
I guess it just really depends on the what is the movie? What is the meat? We'll watch a trailer for that in a moment. Let's see. Bullet Blake, since you're here, would you mind reading that first paragraph to us?
Sure. During the Vietnam War, a special unit of Army Rangers is sent to rescue a small group of fellow soldiers being held as prisoners of war. After freeing the men, their next stop is to reach a safe zone in order to be airlifted to safety. However, their plans change when a mysterious Captain Newport gives the men a new mission. Find a downed helicopter in order to retrieve the classified information contained within. Facing enemy soldiers and navigating their way through the booby-trap-riddled jungle, the men reach the helicopter only to discover that it's actually filled with missing gold. Now the men must fight for survival and try to avoid turning on each other as they attempt to make their way out of Cambodia in order to escape with their lives and the gold.
I mean, it sounds like your typical action programmer from Italy. But if it still could deliver the goods. Super long. It's almost 2 hours. 52-minute interview with the writer director, and then an 8-minute interview with the executive producer, and an alternate ending from the international version. Interesting. Dog tags. I mean, it'll sell well just because it's a VSA. But is this the first? Is this the first Italian title in a VSA? I can't.
Man, there's so many now. This is like the 33rd release. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the first Italian one. Before we watch a title, we do have to address something. JJ, thank you. In the chat. Oh, sorry, Justin says the Golden Eye doc is selling fast. If you're a lot interested, this one's not gonna last. Wow, well, it's fast-ish. 784, but it may not even last till Thursday. I think people are gonna snap this crap up.
And it's gonna sell just like the Clue one.
The Clue one, yeah. Who would have thought? Super specific, documentaries, essentially glorified special features are selling like hotcakes. But
I don't know why they don't run more. That Clue documentary, that pisses me off. I didn't get mine, so
maybe they'll do that in the future. But I guess they know 1,000 will sell, whereas if they do 3,000, they may just be hanging around. I don't know.
Yeah, like that Green Jello Sucks Live, that was around for like 2.5 years.
Yeah. But I can see why that didn't really sell very well. I could see that. Picture in Picture says it's Italy's version of the Treasure of the Sierra Madre, which is kind of exciting. But, yeah, guys. Bullet Blake's called Mr. Slipcover. He doesn't do standard versions. He's not. He ain't buying no standard slips. Anyway, let's watch the trailer for Dog Tags. Speaking of dogs, are you excited for tonight, Bullet Blake?
No, I'm not.
I was like, oh man, when is it coming? It's like Christmas. I can't wait.
The worst.
One of them was the worst, and one of them was my favorite thing of all time.
Underway when a South Vietnamese chopper landed near the Laos-Cambodian border to pick up 4 boxes. They were officially supposed to contain U.S. military classified files.
Okay.
Later, an official spokesman claimed the VC had shot down the chopper. And the whole episode stank worse than rotten eggs.
South Flag chopper's crashed 10 miles from here, carrying IEDs from our HQT. We have to reach it and rescue it. The next train out of this mess will land there, not here anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. There's no sign of a crash. It's not even a burnt tree anywhere.
I think the fucker's around here someplace.
Revenge of the
Now
Nerds.
somebody from our command decided
Cambodia
to send us
edition.
out to pick up this gift and bring it back to whoever it may or may not belong to.
It belongs to us.
It's not that simple.
Then call Newport. Have him fly up here. I'm telling you, Al, if that motherfucker lands in this hell, if he lands here, it's for the gold.
Right. Amen. Yeah, it's pretty much what I expected it to be. How do you feel about it after the trailer?
It feels more like a Severin release to me. I don't know. Like it seems like a weird choice for a VSA, but I guess that's to make it sell.
I think it is the first. It totally feels like a weird, like a Severin release. And something I should mention. I at the top of the hour, I mentioned the Severin podcast. Something really weird was sort of hinted at in the Severin podcast. They said, "I really hope you guys are enjoying the Vinegar Syndrome VSL titles," and then they started giggling, and it's like, yeah, we had nothing to do with that. Yeah, it has nothing to do. It's not connected to us at all. And then they kept giggling. I'm like, what the hell? So I have no idea what the shit that's about, but I don't know if they we'll find out down the line, but there's maybe they were supposed to put those movies out. I don't know, but it's strange that they would mention it. So I don't know, something to put on people's radars in case it happens. 65 thumbs up currently on the video, but 111 people watching. I love you very much. Welcome to Coffee with Chaos. If this is your first time here, most likely it is. Thank you for joining me. This is your new favorite movie morning show where we discuss movies of all shapes, sizes, colors, and physical formats. Thank you for joining me. Drop a thumbs up. Be a part of the first 100 club. Get us to 100 while we're live. And you a bad ass. And help with the super chats so that I can unmonetize this. And we can do trailers and go crazy. And YouTube's not going to give me any much of a hassle. Which they normally do anyway. I mean, everything I put up instantly already gets limited monetization. Does that happen to you, Bullet Blake? Okay, good. So I thought that was just me. I thought they were just targeting me for some reason, but it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Anyway, let's talk pornographies. Babe. Pig in the City. Are you getting Babe?
No. Nope. I don't actually usually like. I've bought in some Pigaramas lately, like some of the re-releases for Valentine's. I bought like a couple of them, I think, but I don't typically buy them because they're just most of them aren't watchable.
Yeah,
it's just not my thing. Vintage porn doesn't really do a lot for me.
No. I mean, let's put it in layman's terms. You know, we want porn to get us off, and sometimes this don't do the stuff, and it's mostly BJs and dick close-ups. I'm like, no thanks, 70s.
Got that bush.
right. Which, you know, if you like the bush, you like the bush. But I kind of want to see what I'm working with. I want it the other way. I'm gonna go like this so we can read all about Babe, which is not Pig in the City. Babe is one of New York's top fashion models. She's got almost everything, everything anyone could ask for. But when her grandfather dies, she doesn't have a grandfather anymore. So, sorry. She has everything except the grandfather. Anyway, her grandfather dies, making her the sole heir of his vast wealth. Babe is ready to leave her career behind and settle into the lap of luxury. Although, in order to clear the will's stipulations, she must make one major lifestyle change. By the way, if you want to watch the trailer for Babe, super chats, send them in. Doesn't have to be a lot, but it helps defer the pain when YouTube says, "Are you talking about porn? Don't talk about porn." But we will. We will talk about porn. Anyway, in order to clear the will stipulations, she must take one major lifestyle change: get married or lose her fortune. Her boss, Dory, is dealing with an equally significant dilemma: the prospect of losing her best model and most valuable asset. Oh yeah. Therefore, putting her mind to the matter, Dory devises a devious plan to set Babe up with an eligible bachelor, only to bilk her of her cash, thus forcing her to go back to work. After a tense search, Dory thinks she's found Babe's perfect match, a hack actor named Chad, who has dreams of creating an improbably expensive stage show to be bankrolled by Babe. Will Chad and Dory see through on their plan to bankrupt Babe, or will true love find its way through improbable odds? Also, titties. Region A, brand new audio interview with the screenwriter. The screenwriter? I would be very interested in hearing. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's a gorgeous looking girl. I'd be very interested in hearing a porn screenwriter discuss the film. Like, how do you write a porn film? Do you describe, and then his penis goes in her mouth, and he fingers her butthole, or do you just say, and sex scene happens? So I mean, I guess in the 70s you would have had to have a script because they had stories back then, but find it interesting. Well, Blake, would you ever like to write a porn film?
No, I'm good. They don't really use scripts anymore, so they just kind of say, "This is your spot. You do it. You stand here. She'll come around and just go."
Right. that is pretty much it. I mean, it's kind of all you need, right? Just get to it. That's what I'm here for. I don't need to know about your adventures. Oxdub says, MC, I sent you a super chat. I saw it pop up. Check again. That's weird. It didn't pop up on my end. Wait. Oh, you know what? How did I? That's weird. You know what, Oxdub? I'm sorry. I did miss it. There you are, buddy. I apologize for that. That's weird. Because usually it highlights it on my end so that I know what's happening. All right, Babe trailer. Oxdub has unlocked Babe. It's on YouTube, so I'm guessing it's not going to show penetration and shit like that. So prepare yourself for a PG trailer.
We were all very fond of your grandfather. As you know, his fortune was not insubstantial. His cash holdings, both national and international, amount to over $15 million. You have been named as the sole heiress to his estate. There is, however, one condition which I think I should bring to your attention. You will not receive 1 penny of the estate until you are committed to a state of legal matrimony. Otherwise, the entire estate will be transferred to various charities. Your grandfather has generously provided you with 1 month with which to find yourself a husband.
I won't be in this business much longer. What? I'm getting married.
Not to that phony Frenchman.
Of course not.
Then who?
Of course not.
I don't know, but I have 30 days to find him. And then I'll never have to lay down in front of a camera for the rest of my life. You're aware that this would be strictly a
That guy look like Jai Courtney.
That would be just dandy.
I want a man who's completely uninterested in sex with me.
Believe me, I'm the man.
Separate bedrooms? We'd really see each other quite infrequently.
Fine.
What do you have to offer?
What the
Thank
fuck?
you. Next.
I'm also very good at bed.
Next.
Can you meet with my rabbi in the morning?
Pardon me?
About the conversion.
Ron Jeremy, okay.
We're gonna lose her unless I can find some way to prevent her from getting married. That dead grandfather of hers and his multinational corporations.
How dare he?
Imagine him trying to marry her off to a perfect stranger.
Young Ron
Yay.
Jeremy.
Intriguing, but not enough to buy. But I'm sure Tone Bone will get it because he pretty much buys them all. All right, Babe. Anybody in the chat getting Babe? I'm curious if that's on your list. All right, so altogether the package is $137, so $138, and you get Freeway, the Mexican movies, Primal Rage. I keep wanting to say Primal Fear. Dog Tags, but not the porn movie. That is separate. Is this? Oh, this is back in stock. The Thriller shirt. I just noticed that. Kind of boring. Must they put a little something else on there, right? You know, if Severin had put out Thriller, there would have been eye patches. They didn't get eye patches.
I can't believe they didn't do eye patches.
Lame. Midlife Media says pre-ordered the shiz out of Babe. Oxdub is getting Babe. Midlife says I almost have all the Picaramas on blue. All right, great. Well, I'm glad your collection is almost complete. Griff says, is Dog Tags not the same VSA type slip box? It looks different now. I didn't notice, but don't hold too much stock on images like this.
No, it's just because the bottom's black.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be there. Wait,
It'd be at the bottom.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably just a poster image, but it's a VSA. It's got to be the same thing. So I wouldn't worry too much about consistency. So I know that would probably kill Bullet Blake.
Oh yeah, I'd be down with the label.
Oh man, pull my subscription. I'm out of here.
Yeah, fuck you guys. $55 like Severin. Screw that.
Oh, good times. Stanislav says an eye patch would look perfect on Blake. Oh, there you go. You should do that. partner labels have some interesting titles. There's definitely one that one for sure that I'll be grabbing. I think we should start with GoldenEye because that's the one that is flying out the fastest, most likely. It's called Golden Era, a movie about the game that defined a generation. Now, I've played GoldenEye. Bullet Blake, have you played this?
Yeah, I have it right now. Actually, I can play it right now if I wanted to.
Oh, nice. It's been a while since I've played it. I love first-person shooters, and this is definitely one of the more fun ones. But
it revolutionized the first-person shooter. It lets you go I love this game. I grew up with this game, so.
Did you buy this?
Oh yeah, I bought 2 of them.
Oh, nice. Okay, you're gonna send one to me? Is that what you wanted, or? Oh,
I figured I didn't get my Clue documentary, so I'll make up for it with 2 of these.
Exactly. That makes sense. All it says here is Golden Era is a documentary that tells the story of the creation and legacy of the video game GoldenEye. Okay, good enough. A region free, and then you get a couple of random words here. Obsession. Music of Golden Era, artwork of Golden Era, and then game engine reenactments, meme culture in GoldenEye in VR. So a whole bunch, I guess, special features with not much more info, but I guess just more of a deep dive into the whole subculture and fandom of said game. Now, I think I have the trailer. I hope I grabbed the right one. Oh, let's see. I think I grabbed the right one. Let's see. Because if you look up GoldenEye documentary on YouTube, there's like a ton. Yeah, I grabbed the right one. Okay, so let's get a peek at what this has.
So in the late 90s, we saw a lot of innovation. It was kind of this Wild West. First-person shooters were really this PC elite genre.
As great and pivotal as games like Doom and Wolfenstein were, they were simplistic.
It was all a lot of, let's just figure this out and be as good as we can be.
I started building the dam without any real technical knowledge.
The mechanics of GoldenEye changed everything. No one's had that stealth thing before where you make a lot of noise, the guys are here and come and get you.
It was a movie license done by a small team of inexperienced developers and somehow ended up being, the greatest first-person shooter of its era.
GoldenEye 007.
This is one of the best video games of all time.
This is a good one.
I'm sure he played it.
I remember saying to the team, it's all downhill from here.
Doesn't take very much to knock out an independent games company.
That genre has persisted and became kind of like the defining genre.
Halo, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, Battlefield, all of that goes back to GoldenEye.
The reality is this game broke a lot of new ground. There's before GoldenEye, there's after GoldenEye.
GoldenEye 007 not only defined a generation, but defied all expectation.
I'm one of the few who don't really have nostalgia for it. I'm definitely more of a Bond fan. The game I really loved, Everything or Nothing, I think is a fantastic Bond game. Oh, so good. But I'm most likely not going to get it. I'm sure I'm not going to be in a rush, but it's going to sell out. If you like it, Bullet Blake, let me know. Or maybe it's
for me it was only $15, so.
Hey, no brainer at that point. Michael brings up an interesting point. Those might not even be special features for Golden Era. For the first VCR, the special features were just part of the feature. Very misleading. Oh, that would suck. If they just put the freaking chapter titles as the features, that would suck.
I've seen this, so those special features aren't part of the feature.
Oh, you've seen this documentary already. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Like, I have the Nintendo 64 version. I have the Wii version that came out where they revamped it with Daniel Craig in the part.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm really into GoldenEye.
Wow. Okay. Where did you watch it? Where's a good place to
I want to say it was Amazon, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
It could have been Hulu too. I don't remember for sure. It was like last year, so.
We'll have to track that down. Griff says, people were pretty upset with the Clue Doc video quality, so don't expect miracles with this one. Just go in for the content if you do buy it. It's a fair warning indeed. Yeah, I heard some people talking that the Clue Dog looked like shit, but it is what it is. Currently 75 thumbs up on the video. Remember, it's your ticket to the show here on Coffee with Chaos. Give me a thumbs up. I promise I'm going to earn it, and you're going to have a good time. Let's get to 100 while we are live. You rock, you roll. Be a part of the first 100 club. It's good for your health. Let's talk deaf crocodile. My favorite crocodiles are the ones that can't hear, so you can escape. Wouldn't you agree, Bullet Blake?
Sure.
It's like, oh, good, he's deaf. I can just sneak around.
Yeah.
The Assassin of the Tsar. They always have interesting artwork on their covers here. Did you grab this one?
I did not, actually. I think it's the first Deaf Crocodile title I didn't order.
Intriguing. Well, let's see if you will be a tastemaker. Others will follow suit. I don't know what it's about. Well, let's find out together. From Karen Shakhanazarov, I'm sorry if I butchered that, director of Zero Grad, Assassin of the Tsar is a mysterious and labyrinthine psychological drama in which the tormented chambers of a patient's mind come to warp everything around him, even the folds of history itself. Pardon me. In one of his finest latter-day performances, latter-day? This movie's not that... This movie's old. Latter-day. Anyway. The great Malcolm McDowell stars as Timofeyev, a severe schizophrenic in a dreary Soviet mental hospital who is convinced that, impossibly, he's the killer of two czars, Alexander II in 1881 and Nicholas II in 1918. The thoughtful new head of the hospital, Dr. Smirnov, is determined to cure Timofeyev of his madness, but instead finds himself literally pulled back through time, inhabiting the ghosts of the past as they march towards their tragic destiny. This sounds like 12 Monkeys. Doesn't it? That's almost exactly the same plot. He's in a mental hospital. He's a time traveler. That's interesting. Region A, commentary track with Sam Deegan, new film essay, new interview with Malcolm McDowell, a new interview with the director. This is the Russian language version with different edit and score. It doesn't say, does it say specifically if it's in, I'm guessing it's going to be in Russian with subtitles. It says English subtitles. So I guess just the regular subtitles. I don't know if they've done new subtitles for it. Are you more sold on it now or less? So you know what? Let's watch the trailer. I think that'll really that may decide you on it. Let's see. Let's see if we can convince Blake. Not that I work for this company or anything, but I want Blake to spend his money. So let's see. Hey, Reject Films, what's up, man? Good to have you here, buddy.
When I was ill, I thought I was Yarovsky. I thought that I killed Nicholas II.
You personally killed him?
Yes, me personally.
Timofeyev's case is very unusual. The day I became emperor of all the Russias, the greatest empire in the world, my fate was determined. They threw me out in 1 second, like an old pair of worn-out shoes. How are you feeling, Timofeyev?
Fine.
What's that on your neck?
Nobody strangled Timofeyev, nor did he try to hang himself. The blue mark appeared last year and
yeah, trailers in English. Yeah, good point. So I guess not Russian.
Still identifies himself as the killers of two czars, but he's trying to conceal it.
As you know, chronic schizophrenics can be very cunning and devious.
So, how can I explain it to you? I felt that I had to do it, because by killing you, I'd stop being a non-entity. I'd become somebody, a creator of history.
I knew with an absolute certainty that I too would be assassinated.
Alexei Mikhailych, leave Timofeyev alone. What do you need him for? In the field of human consciousness, there are some things we don't understand. In my opinion, we can never understand. And we shouldn't even try.
It looks a little boring to me.
I'm good without that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that probably did not sell you.
I'd rather watch 12 Monkeys.
Yeah, 12 Monkeys is, that's a movie that I think has aged very well. Because at first I didn't love it, but rewatching that.
Same. The first time I saw it, I didn't like it at all. Then I watched it again, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago, and I was like, this movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it aged very well. It's much more intelligent than people give it credit for. Dev Crocodile, I'm wondering if anyone is getting it. Reject Film says, this looks depressingly good. Okay, that's a good, yeah. Does that mean you're getting it? I'm not sure. Picture. I was sadly disappointed by Zero Grad. I loved it for about the first half an hour, which had some wonderfully surreal moments. Ah, damn it! I haven't seen that yet. I have that, but I haven't cracked it open. I hope I enjoy it more than you do. Picture. However, once the main character started touring an underground museum and the story focused on the first rock and roll dancer in the small Russian town, it became very tedious and lost its steam. I'll keep an eye out for that in the movie. Have you seen that? I know you got that, right? Zero Grad?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so, but I haven't watched it yet. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I got it or not, to be honest.
That's Deaf Crocodile, man. You said you got them all. You lied to me. You gotta pick that shit up before it's too late. I want to make sure that this one doesn't sell out. I'm sure it won't, but I'm getting this one. I know I'm getting it. I already know instinctively. Okay, Beautiful Being, Altered Innocence. I'm sure you picked this one up, Bullet Blake.
Definitely not. If we go by what the slipcover sells us, I have zero desire to see this movie.
You don't want to see this skinny boy take a bath? Well, then you're not a fan of cinema, my friend. I thought you were. Oh, it's selling, well, maybe like 100 copies, 115 copies. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Bullet Blake, would you read to us the story of Beautiful Beings?
All right. Iceland's official submission to the Academy Award for Best International Feature Film, Addie, a boy raised by a clairvoyant mother, decides to adopt a bullied misfit into his gang of outsiders. Left to their own devices, the boys explore aggression and violence, but also learn about loyalty and love. As the group's behavior escalates towards life-threatening situations, Addie begins to experience a series of dreamlike visions. Can his newfound intuition guide him and his friends back to a safer path, or will they all dive irrevocably into further violence? What the fuck? Name follows up his acclaimed film Hearthstone with an intimate and bold vision that shakes you up before it melts your heart.
That was probably the most unpronounceable name we've had on here in a while.
Jesus.
Good. I don't even know how good.
Gudmundar Ariar Gudmundsen.
Yeah, there you go. From 2002, 123 minutes, region free. You get a short film and a whole bunch of trailers.
Oh, this just came out last year?
Yeah. So, I mean, a slipcover is supposed, again, try to sell you on this movie.
This does shit for that. Nope.
Like this is the worst image.
So bad.
Already this is like worst slipcover of the year.
And the font is just awful. Like everything about the slipcover is trash.
Wow. Oh man. this is gonna be one of the ones that like Vinegar Syndrome is gonna be like, oh, Beautiful Beings is the one to get, guys. It's a masterpiece film. Get your hands on it. Hoax saw it. Beautiful Beings was great. 4 out of 5. Not for everyone though. Oh, there you go. Well, I'm glad you chimed in. Will your review? Ozzy says, I will buy 10 copies of Beautiful Beings for my personal collection. Too bad. They're limiting. Oh no, they're not. They're not. You can buy as many as you want. You can buy as many as you want of Beautiful Beings. Hey, it might be a good movie, but the slipcover certainly doesn't do it like to borrow Bullet Blake's term, doesn't do the movie any favors. Now I know this one was what you totally passed on, right?
Fuck no, I bought this immediately. This was the first thing in my cart.
Now this is the last Fun City Editions movie. I don't know. Have they made that officially? I don't think they have.
No, they're being sketchy as fuck and not announcing it. But I didn't even think they were gonna release another one all year. So I'm good for this one. I have this on beta. So
is this a remake of the French Breathless?
I have no idea.
Let's read because I have a. How's it sound? It's sounding pretty good. Let's see. We'll go right. Meow. Richard Gere is electrifying as Jesse Lujack, a small-time criminal obsessed with Jerry Lee Lewis, the Silver Surfer. Well, that's very odd. And Monica, the beautiful French exchange student he spent a passionate couple of nights with in Vegas. Hightailing it to Los Angeles to rendezvous again with Monica, Jesse steals a fast car and accidentally shoots and kills a highway patrolman. Now the most wanted fugitive in LA, Jesse should get across the border to Mexico as soon as possible, but Monica leaves him breathless. That's a little goofy with that, but
this is a good movie. I like this movie. So
I know I've seen it, but I don't remember it very well. But you give it a thumbs up.
It's been years since I've seen it, but like I said, I have it on beta, and I haven't got out the beta player in forever. I never owned it on anything else.
Well, there you go. Now you got it. Region A, booklet with new essay, newly recorded audio commentary by Glenn Kenny. I'm not sure who Glenn Kenny is, but he did the commentary for it. Making Breathless, a newly filmed video interview with the director. Oh, no, sorry, with director. Oh, no, this is with the director. Video introduction by director Jim McBride, and then alternate ending and deleted scenes with director commentary.
Interesting.
I'm you know, I kind of want to get it because it's the last sort of official Fun City, you know, Vinegar Syndrome release. But thank you, Barry. It is a remake. Thank you. Yeah, it sounded like almost exactly the same thing. Cuba, Breathless inspired Tarantino to write True Romance. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I'm gonna TBYB. I'm sure there's a way to find this. So I will be TBYBing this one.
This is one you can just buy. It's just good. You'll like it.
Yeah, you know, I might, but I you know, it was kind of like Cutter's Way. Like I remember, like, oh, I'm just gonna get that because I'm pretty sure I like that. And then I watched it. I'm like, it's underwhelming.
Cutter's Way was the same thing for me. I was like, oh, I love this movie, and then I watched it. And I was like, this is kind of boring.
Like nothing happens in this. There's no story.
Literally. It's still better than Rancho Deluxe to me, though. I like Cutter's Way more than that.
Yeah, Rancho Deluxe at least was like funny, but yeah, that was another one. Like, really? But you know, whatever. To each their own. I think I have Breathless, but I couldn't find it from. Yeah, I couldn't find it from Fun City on YouTube, but I did find a low res one. So if it sucks too bad, we'll get rid of it. But just to give us a taste. Well, this would look good. Nicely restored.
Please don't tease. If I can hold you, honey, let me squeeze. Oh, my heart, I go round and round. And my love comes tumbling down. Believe me.
That's me around you, sugar. That's me. Breathless.
Scare me, Jesse.
Breathless. Woo, baby. Crazy. Honey, you're much too much. Now, you know I can't love you enough. It's all right. Don't hold me tight. But when you love me, why?
Good for you, Sydney. I wish I had remembered.
This love is meant for just you and I. When
know what? I'm gonna play that without music because YouTube is going to YouTube, and that might be the one thing. Even though it's not gonna be monetized, the claims suck. So yeah. Anyway, it visually looks amazing. I think the Blu-ray would really make these colors pop.
Oh yeah, this is gonna look great in Blu-ray.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I got a call. Let's see. Sorry about that. Yeah, movie looks good. I'm in. I think this is enough. It's a long trailer. He loves Silver Surfer for some reason, which I think is such an odd detail. But I like weird details in movies. It makes it stand out. Like that one of my favorite movies recently. There's this one detail where one of the characters says, "I broke your favorite glasses," and it's my favorite detail in movie history. If you want to know what I'm talking about, join us over on Tony's channel. Where we talk crazy dog movies. Oh man, so good. Barry says, from what I remember, Breathless was a flop. I saw it on VHS as a teen. It's developed a following, I believe, in recent years.
It was a flop.
I can see why. It wouldn't connect with folks. It's gonna be a. I'm gonna try and track it down, but I don't think I need to own it necessarily. But I'm sure it'll sell well. Calvaire is a movie that I don't think I can show a trailer of, but I remember this being a pretty intense little movie. It's kind of, if I remember correctly, it's sort of like a gay Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like this guy loses, I believe it's this character, he loses his wife, and then like this guy gets in a car accident or something, and he ends up at the guy's house, and the guy like treats him like his wife. Would that be correct, Bliblake?
I vaguely remember it being like that. I didn't order this. Definitely wasn't interested in this.
Yeah, it's not a fun watch. It's certainly kind of a one and done movie, but it's well made. Brigitte LaHaye is in it. Holy shit! I just bought her titty book from Severin. That's interesting. I didn't realize she was in that.
I don't even remember her being in that.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it, though, so I can't. I just remember the two dudes. Mark, a traveling entertainer, is on his way home for Christmas when his van breaks down in the middle of a village where he quickly falls victim to a dangerously unhinged innkeeper determined to keep him captive. For the first time in the U.S., Calvaire... Okay, what do you mean first? Okay. High definition. Calvaire will be available in high definition because it's been out. The HD remaster was created from the original print with new color grading, supervised by the cinematographer and the director. This high watermark for the new French Extremity movement premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, followed by TIFF Midnight Madness. I don't know why you need to tell us that, but okay. Hey, it went to film festivals.
They need to. They need to do that.
Yeah.
It's got to be good if it went to a film festival.
Holy shit! Are you kidding me? This I gotta get. 2004. Man, we're so cynical.
Well, they put the littlest blib about the movie, and then they talked about how it's been to a festival. It's the first time in HD. Oh, it's this and this and this.
Right.
Story's not captivating enough. Yeah.
Region A, introduction from the director, commentary by the director, and the production designer. Casting tapes. That's interesting. Yeah, another interview. Oh, sorry, just an interview. Then a new transfer of a short film from the director. Behind-the-scenes slideshow, production Bible, which is basically just notes on the script and things like that, and then storyboards, and storyboard to scene featurette, and then an essay by writer Jack Sargent. So I'm guessing this will come with a little booklet tucked in there. Yellow Veil, Calvaire, yeah, it's a good film, but it's a pass from me, and I think Blake is passing as well. Stan Sons, Blake officially coined the term ass trash garbage, and you have to say it like that. You can't say ass trash garbage because it doesn't roll off the tongue. Oh man, Video store, welcome, my friend. Good to have you here. Roland, look up The End of Breathless on YouTube. It's a mix between Butch and Sundance and Footloose. That's right. I did see that on YouTube. The last 8 minutes of Breathless are on there. That's strange, but LaHaye is in the creepy retirement home part. Oh, okay. Okay. Vaguely remember that. Vaguely remember that. All right, Calvaire, moving on. That's the first row. 14 partner labels. How many of these did you buy of the partner labels? Don't reveal what they are yet.
I think I picked up 3 of them, I think.
Okay.
I only bought 3, yeah. Well, I bought 2 of Golden Era.
But so you're counting that as 3, or
no? I think that would be 4 if I did.
4. Yes.
I gotta look now.
Oh man! All right, Culture Shock, delivering the goods. Talk about now. This is homegrown horrors. We had the discussion at the beginning of the show. This is homegrown horrors. By the way, if you missed it, I do review Homegrown Horrors Volume 2 at the beginning of the show. So if you're new, if you're just joining now, go ahead and check that out. Drop a thumbs up. Take it to the show, man. Let's get to 100 before this stream ends. This is a homegrown horrors right here. Absolutely. Look at Karate Guy. And this is like Super Mario Brothers guy here. Oh, what? Michelle Bauer. She's my favorite. She looks familiar too. I gotta look at the character list. Tip number 1, if you have a black actor in your movie, have lights if you're shooting at night. Because skin tone. That's actually a big problem in Hollywood. That happens quite a bit. Skin light bounces off skin color different ways. I mean, obviously I don't know what their budget was. I can't imagine it was huge. Hey, Bullet Blake, if you don't get the subcover, you can just get this, man. You can just get it on its own like that.
No, I couldn't. Nope.
Well, holy shit, Don Stroud, Joe Estevez, Michelle Bauer. That's kind of an awesome cast, man. It's probably not great, and it's probably available on Tubi, so I'm on a TBYB if I can. Let me know if anybody's done some research on it, if it's available for TBYB, because I think want to watch it. Detective Darlene Paxton has a sweet but naive sister who wants to become an actress. The sister serves booze in skimpy clothes at a sleazy bar, hoping for that big break. But this bar is frequented by devious predators of young flesh. Soon, Darlene and her partner Mac are scouring the city to track down her missing sister. What they find is a savage and sinister sex trafficking ring run right in downtown Hollywood. It happens. Oh, what? Hold on a minute. Did C. Courtney Joyner write this? Oh no, he's an actor. Oh, what? He acts in this? That's my buddy Courtney. He's writing my Full Moon movie. I gotta get this now. I gotta get this. Directed by Mike Tristano, producer Joe Haggerty. New interview with James Adam Tucker. Oh, they feature-length commentary with the director. They could have gotten Courtney. They could have gotten an interview with Courtney. That's amazing. I didn't know he's not really known as an actor, so I'm curious to see him in this. Are there pictures? Well, I just went through the pictures. I didn't see him. Anyway, did you grab Flesh Merchants, Bullet Blake?
Yep, it's Culture Shock. So I get all of Culture Shock, no matter what. I didn't even have to look at what the movie was. If it's a Culture Shock release, I just go and add it.
Right. Sounds good. You're a loyal customer. Kuba says, so many shitty movies. Jesus. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Justin says, MC the Flesh Merchants is on Tubi. Just found it. I gotta live by my words. I think I'm gonna TBYB that. But most likely I may buy it just to support, because I know the Culture Shock guys. Stand in silence, MC the Flesh Merchant. That's me. That's what my kids call me. Midlife says Flesh Merchant looks pretty good. JJ says light meters, people, please. Yeah, they didn't have no light meters on that one. Flesh Merchants. I wonder if there's a trailer from Culture Shock on YouTube. Let's see if we can pull that up. I don't see one. I see a ton of Flesh Merchants, but I think it's a band. Come on, movie. All right. Nope.
If
there
was one from them, it'd be at the bottom of the page too. So, at least usually.
Oh, that's true. That's a good call. And there's nothing there. All right. So, remains to be seen for me whether I'll be picking Flesh up or not. But it's going to Blake's house.
It's got Joe Estevez, man.
I almost worked. I love Joe Estevez. I almost worked with Joe Estevez. I know him tangentially. He was almost in my Headless Horseman movie, and he says, "Hey, I'd love to do it, but it's $2,000 for a day," and I was like, "Oh, they're not gonna go for that." I mean, I would if it was my movie and I had the money. I was like, "Sure, man," but the Asylum would not have considered that a good investment, unfortunately. So one day I'll be able to work with Joe Estevez. But he's a really nice guy, and say what you will, his movie choices are interesting, and we love him for that. Gina. All right. Holy shit! This looks awesome. Look at this action sequence happening back here. It's like a James Bond poster.
It was like snowmobiles going away from a.
Yeah, man. Look at it. Look how crazy this is. You never thought you'd see this.
Man, I don't want this to be good because I don't want to have to order another one.
Is there a trailer? Oh, there is a trailer. Let's see if we can find Gina. You know what? I'm going to have Bullet Blake read us the plot. A film both human and brutal. Oh, that's an interesting way to begin it. Oh, why don't you read this to us and I'll look up the trailer.
After being sent to rural Quebec to perform at a seedy motel, exotic dancer Gina establishes a friendship with a group of visiting documentary filmmakers and becomes aware of lecherous aware of a lecherous skidoo gang. Okay, that is what that says.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Hiding out on an abandoned ship, keenly aware of one another's presence, Gina and the gang develop an antagonistic relationship that eventually leads to horrific assault. But what these ski-masked snow deviants don't realize is that Gina works for some of Montreal's most dangerous criminals, and they're on their way to enact an ugly revenge. Damn it, it's a revenge movie? Fuck.
It's a revenge movie, and it's got, what's it called? Ski Mask Deviants?
Lecherous Ski-Doo Gang? Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great. I mean, that sounds amazing. Let's look at the trailer and see if that floats our Canadian boat here. But I mean, I don't know. It's got all the right words in all the right places. Snow Deviants? I mean, what the shit is that? Anyway, that's good writing. 1975, that's a good year. 95 minutes. This is region-free audio commentary with Kira Janice. Interesting. And Justine Smith. 11-minute video essay. Ooh. Anytime she's on anything, I hate the movie. I don't know why, but it's not her specifically, but it's like, if I've hated a movie, then like I've gone to the special features, she's involved. So I'm like, oh, that's a red flag for me right now. Booklet featuring USA, and a whole bunch of trailers. Okay, I think we're ready to see Gina in all her ski mask glory. Is it not ready? It's gotta be ready. Nope, not ready yet. It's a big one. It's almost there. And then we'll look at Gina. But are you more convinced now? Because revenge thrill ride.
I do like revenge movies. I'm like the Canadian International Pictures. I only own a couple, like maybe 2, maybe 3. But this one, what the fuck?
The bad guys.
I'm hoping the trailer's bad, so I don't have to add another fucking order to my shit. But
I don't know what's happening there. It looks awesome. Okay, Gina. All right, let's see if we can take a look at Gina's goods. Joshua chiming in. Gina looks really good. I've enjoyed CIP's releases. Braveheart says, sorry, wait one up. Vinegar Syndrome's golden rule: the cooler the slipcover, the shittier the movie. So
not necessarily.
I mean, not necessarily, but then that would mean that this is one of the best movies ever made. They don't even have to try hard. They're like, have you seen this shit?
Like,
Look at
Blood
this
Games had a
snips.
fucking really cool slip, and that's one of the best movies they put out.
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, man, the Blood Game slip. I actually remember that was the first slip cover I bought.
Yeah,
That one?
It's good.
It's so good. And, forget the other one. Anyway, here we go. Kaji.
It's pretty fucking hot.
Yeah. Oh, it's about to get real up in here.
Are they gonna assault her in snowsuit?
Yeah, it's cold. There's gotta be a TVYB for this.
How come when they make trailers for all their shit, it's just music with a montage of scenes?
I have no idea. Midlife bought it just off Gina alone.
Yeah,
that's
she's
cool.
hot. Snowmobile chasers.
If only they had lights. Gina, get fucked. Oh!
Shit.
That was an ending. Oh, shiznit. I think Bulletblake's gonna have to buy another movie.
Does it say how many there are of this? Oh, 1674.
Yeah, it's still plenty, but you don't want to be that goofball who missed out on Gina, man. Everyone's gonna make fun of you. I'll never let you forget this. This is the same quality as a porn, but without penetration. Yeah. Well, bullet penetration, like knife penetration, right? I don't know.
Apparently
The
a wood
music-
chipper penetration.
Wood chipper penetration. The music makes it seem more entertaining than it is usually. Yeah, that's typical. They don't want that boring guy narrating trailers. They should have at least the regular trailer or at least dialogue.
They could put some dialogue in there, yeah.
Yeah, like her saying, "Hey, I'm gonna put you guys on ice" or something, and then like her killing people. I don't know. That'd be great. Gina. All right. I'm gonna try and TBYB this, but it looks like a solid movie. And I know you just ordered it, so don't worry. You can just admit it.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I've already spent enough money on today's order.
Whoa, guys, he's debating a slipcover purchase. I can't believe it. Hoke says for some reason Surf 2 is now $40. What? Are you that can't be right. What the hell? I can't what? I see 20. I see 30. Where are you seeing 40? That's the regular price. This is the MSRP. It's still 30. Still.
You know, I
30.
watched this yesterday, the Frostbiter movie.
Oh yeah.
And they have a promo on there where you can buy it for home video for $69.95.
Sorry, wrong button. What do I do this? Here, show us a promo to buy it for $69.95.
On VHS, you could have bought this movie when it came out for $69.95. And if you bought 2, you could get them for $100.
Wow. What a deal. What a deal. Did you like Frostbiter?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a review coming out for that. It's out of the movies I've watched so far this year, it's my favorite one.
Oh, okay, good. Have you watched any of the Hong Kong movies?
Nope. I'll probably try and watch some of those this weekend. Like I'm trying to marathon quite a few of them, but
Gotcha. Yeah, that was a disappointment for me personally. 88 thumbs up. We're almost there. We're almost at 100, guys. You got it. If you're just joining, drop a thumbs up. It's your ticket to the show. Helps the channel out very, very much. And super chats, you don't have to, but more than generous of you to send those in. I'm very grateful to receive them, and it allows the video to be unmonetized. If, by the way, you haven't subscribed before, if this is the first time we meet, or if you're just a long time haunter of YouTube and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor. I'm literally 20 people away from 1,500. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before my birthday in April. So do me a favor and join the party, pal. I'd love to have you. Don't be a stranger. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And we'll see you around again. Skolder says, hurry up and buy. I don't know if that's gonna change his mind, but thanks for thanks for trying your best there, Skolder. VHS were expensive back in the day. Imagine being a rental store and having to rent it out enough times to make money. Yeah, I remember I saw T2 on VHS for $100, and I was trying to convince my dad to buy it. He goes, "No, we're not spending $100." But yeah, back in the day, man. Vincent Afal, no way Frostbiter is good. You shut your whore mouth. I wouldn't say, see, I personally don't think it's great, but it's a fun movie. If you like Winter Beast, you'll like it.
yeah, if you like, it's like Evil Dead with less of a budget. I like, and it's shot in my home state, so that's cool too.
His home state of Frostbiter, Minnesota. So
Michigan.
Michigan.
But the special features are really cool too, because the director is like a teacher at a film school here, and he talked all about that type of stuff. The special features were awesome.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Definitely. It feels like a very much a Vinegar Syndrome type release. So, I think we both give our thumbs up to that one. Okie dokie, Guilty Pleasures, which is the name of one of my review panel shows. Yes, I'm going to plug it again because I want you guys to join us. March 19th, Sunday, episode 2. It's going to be over on Lady Shasha's channel. What did I just watch? We're talking Howling 3 and Greasy Strangler. I hope to see you guys there. Now, did you pick up Guilty Pleasures? This is one of the ones you grabbed.
Fuck no. Saturn's core is automatic. Nope, not gonna go. Nope, not gonna happen. I bought a couple of them when it first came out, and
look at that.
It's just garbage. They're just garbage movies, like so bad.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah, no, I clear that out so YouTube doesn't have a shit fit. The recent Michael J. Murphy box set that came out, if I had, and this was on me because I should have done my research, and I do tell people to do research. If I had known that most of them were shot on video movies that would have looked like they came out of Saturn's core, I would not have purchased that. Even his movies shot on 16mm feel like Saturn's core movies. So like that was the shittiest purchase I ever made in my life. I regret it. I 100% regret it. Holland, I don't know what you're talking about. I saw art, and that's all that matters. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Robbie, what's up? Little late, but checking in. It's been a while. Hope everyone's doing well. Robbie Wilson, I hope you've been watching Coffee with Chaos. You better catch up, my man. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The morning show you've all been waiting for. And I've just decided to do, and I think you'll enjoy. All right. Bullet Blake, would you read to us this beautiful story?
Sylvia and Rosemarie are two beautiful women with a lot in common. Both are residing in the same luxurious New York apartment complex, and both are trapped within the web of a terrifying nightmare. On the first floor, there's Sylvia, who has 3 admirers: an abusive boyfriend, an obscene phone caller, and a police detective with a disturbingly hands-on approach. Could one of them possibly be the notorious sex killer that's prowling the city streets? On the second floor, there's Rosemarie, a young ingenue who's attending an unorthodox method acting class in order to prepare for the challenging upcoming role. A trail of blood and bodies begin to follow Rosemarie when her mysterious friend Monica from back home begins demanding an unwelcomed reunion. As the insanity of her reality and performances start to intertwine, the curtain raises on a blood-soaked denouement of grandeur proportion.
There you go. I love when they use these big words to to describe like shitty movies, like the grandiose denouement. No, bitch, just like it's a shot of people. It's like a wide shot of people standing in an ugly living room.
I'd almost be more likely to watch it if they said this movie is shit, and you're gonna know it's shit, but watch it anyway. I'd watch it probably.
Like, you're not gonna believe how shit this shit is.
Yeah.
You gotta get your hands on this shit. Region free Blu-ray audio commentary by the actor and co-director. A new retrospective featurette featuring interviews, and then an interview with actor Carl Marchese. No thanks. I'm way down with Saturn's Core. I've liked nothing that they've released, and like Bullet Blake, I got like the first few, and I'm like, no. Brian, is there a trailer that?
Let's hope not.
Don't know what the hell is it called? Guilty Pleasure. Guilty Pleasure. Saturn's Core. I mean, there might be. They do a lot of they do trailers for their things. I remember watching the ridiculous Saturn's Core. What the hell? Just nothing's coming up. I'm getting pictures of Saturn. It's not coming up. But that's all right. That's fine. You guys can track it down on your own when you get a chance, if you're curious about Guilty Pleasure. Mang says, picked up Guilty Pleasures because boobs. I'm a simple man. Well then, certainly you picked up Beautiful Beings. Check these out. Hell yeah. Oscar nominated boobs. All right. We talked about GoldenEye, so let's move on. Oh my god. We're just like literally 6 left? My god. Bullet Blake, do you know how to build a time machine?
No.
Well, you got to get this because it tells
I don't think I do.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. What? Why would they think that that's a good thing to put on the back?
That's what I do when I look through partner labels and I don't know whether or not. I just look at the front and look at the back, and if it's a blind buy, that's all I need. And this was enough to say, nope, I'm good.
Yeah. My lord. Is this? I mean, it looks solid.
It's a new movie?
It's a new movie. I mean, it looks good. The quality. It doesn't look like it shot on, shot on somebody's, mini DV thing. 1,000 units for the slip. How to build a time machine. It follows 2 men as they set out on a journey to build their own time machines. Rob Niosi is a stop-motion animator who has spent the last 13 years obsessively constructing a full-scale replica of the time machine prop from the 1960 adaptation of H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. It's his attempt to recapture the memory of seeing the film in theaters with his father. Dr. Ron Mallett is a theoretical physicist whose story begins with a tragedy. He was only 10 years old when his father died suddenly of a heart attack. Distraught, he sought solace in science fiction. After reading The Time Machine, Ron dedicated his life to studying physics. He has since become a professor at the University of Connecticut is now working on building a real time machine in the hopes that he might go back in time to save his father's life. I honestly can't believe that a actual scientist, an actual theoretical physicist would even, start to believe that time travel is real. With all the knowledge they have, I can't imagine that he's like, oh yeah, it's totally possible, bro. Region A, director commentary, whole bunch of deleted scenes. Oh, Bob Burns. I love Bob Burns. He's a really good guy. He's a film collector. Outtake from Student Film Obsessed. Rob's Chair. I don't know. Is that the name of the guy? I'm not sure what that is. Featurette, how to fake a time machine. Well, spoiler alert, you just gave away that they don't go back in time. Machine Tour and Rob's Invention. All right. No trailer, unfortunately. I think that might be sort of an interesting watch, but not anything I think I would invest money in. And I Blake already said he is not in on this one. Cinema-san, thank you for chiming in. He said, I saw How to Build a Time Machine at a film festival in Rotterdam. I liked it. Oh, good. Okay, great. So there's a thumbs up. Will you be buying it? Did you like it enough to buy it? Do you think it's like rewatchable? Let's see. I hope that's I hope it is. And if you liked it enough to give it a thumbs up, maybe you'll support it. XYZ Films. It's been a while, I think, since they've released something. Maybe I'm mistaken, but maybe they put out Amigos. I don't remember. But Hypochondriac. Look at this slipcover. Full of Blake. What do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
To be honest, I had this in my cart at first, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna eliminate some of these, and I went back and looked at it, and I was like, I'm good. So I took it out. That back slip is cool.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know anything about it. Is it? Well, I guess that's the best way to find out about it is to read. Okay, it is a Spanish film. I thought it was. It looked foreign. Maybe it isn't, but we'll see. Will is a young Hispanic artist with a loving boyfriend and a good life. But when his mentally ill mother reemerges after a 10-year absence, it erodes the foundation of the world he has created and exposes a dark past of violence he was desperate to keep hidden. Afraid of becoming like his mom, Will spirals into obsession, despair, and madness, tormented by a manifestation of his childhood trauma. Meh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was like the cover had me, but then I read it and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that doesn't really sell me. It does have Paget Brewster in it, so it is an American film. She's in the last season of Community. I think she's pretty good. It's from 2022, so just last year. Region A, new interview featurette, commentary, deleted scenes, and some short films, as well as a collectible booklet. Oh, wait, I remember that. I've seen that poster before. Is anybody interested in seeing a trailer for Hypochondriac? I'm not sure if... I'm not sure how many people will be interested in giving this one. Cinema-san says, I'm not sure if I need to own it, but maybe. You gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd, and that's for Time Machine. I'm curious if Hypochondriac even has a trailer. Looks like there is one, but it's not from the company. There is a trailer. If you guys are interested, let me know. Koopa says, hey, has someone watched Infernal Rapist? Worth buying? I reviewed it a couple of episodes ago on one of the Partner Week discussions. It is not. It's awful. And I would give it a try on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's in Spanish. But watch it for 5 minutes and see if you vibe with it. But I would say thumbs down. Blake, have you seen it yet?
No, I really don't even want to watch it. It's just it came with a subscription, and I mean, like, it's probably at the bottom of my needing to watch pile. Like, it just keeps getting further and further down with the more movies that show up.
Gotcha. Don't be in any rush for that one. All right. It doesn't seem like most people are in it to win it for Hypochondriac, so we will move on. Meet me in the bathroom, Bullet Blake. We're going to Strokes. Is this is this another one of their music documentaries based on the book? Maybe not. Let's see. Doesn't Utopia do those music documentaries? Maybe I'm thinking of. Oh no, maybe that's ETR.
ETR, yeah.
Okie dokie. An immersive archival journey through the explosive New York music scene of the early 2000s. Meet Me in the Bathroom tells the story of the last great romantic age of rock and roll through the prism of a handful of era-defining bands. The Strokes, LCD Sound System, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and Interpol. I like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. They're on the Scream 4 soundtrack. It's some good stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, the last great era of rock and roll, not while Taylor Swift is alive, right? Right, guys? Am I right? She's the queen. The queen of rock and roll, man. Bullet Blake, we better not have bad blood. That's what I'm saying. Okay? I don't want any bad blood between us, bro. Okay? I'm a Swiftie. Accept it. Deal with it.
Oh, I've never been a big fan. I like that little YouTube video that this was like 10 years ago or so, where she did the thing with T-Pain.
Oh, okay.
She did I think it was for a Super Bowl commercial actually or something.
I'm not really a Taylor Swift fan, but my daughter is. So, but I make fun that I'm gonna go to the concert dressed like her and stuff, and it makes me happy. But yeah, some of her music is enjoyable. We're 100% off track. Midlife says, I was surprised with Infernal Rapist. I hated the first 1/4 of it, then it got good. It got good? The movie's just rinse and repeat rapes, but alright. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ozzy says, I really enjoyed Infernal Rapist. I'm happy.
Wow.
Another one. Mank says, I enjoyed Infernal Rapist. It's exactly what is advertised. Expect nothing more or less. Good.
Okay. I think it's still gonna stay at the bottom of my pile.
Yeah. Ozzy says, if you like fat old men drugging and touching young men and women, get Infernal Rapist. That should be on the box. That's a total, like, Bullet Blade goes, oh, top of the pile, baby. My favorite kink. Umbrella Entertainment is back again with another release. Now, I don't know if this is the... Oh, it's not. What is this? What is this, Nightmares? I'm not familiar with this one. I'm guessing you grabbed this.
Oh, yeah. Yep. 100%. Umbrella is probably going to be one where I buy all of them.
Nice. And for the most part, you'll expect good quality. I will put something on your radar, by the way. Umbrella has a Blu-ray now for a movie called Twisted Nerve. Awesome movie. Awesome movie. I think it's region B only, but I grabbed it because I was like, I gotta. This movie's so good. It's one of the best, kind of like psycho thriller, kind of peeping Tom type movies. So good. The story is insanely unpredictable. Hopefully there'll be a region A through them, but man, I recommend it if you guys are interested in all that movie. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat. Screams of terror, silenced only by the splintering of glass. In this textbook example of 80s slash trash, go on. An aspiring actress haunted by the childhood memory of her mother being thrown through a car window, Jesus, finds herself trapped at the center of a brutal killing spree as one by one her fellow thespians are butchered by a psychopath with a sliver of glass, adding non-stop bloodshed to his successful cinematic recipe of softcore sex, ample naked flesh. Exploitation auteur John D. Lamond takes on the stalk and slash genre with a vengeance in this infamous homegrown Halloween clone. I didn't know that was a whole word. Proudly high on body counts. Let me make sure I get it. On body count, including a notoriously graphic full frontal thrill kill scene. Oh, okay. Thankfully low on subtext. Yeah, get that shit out of here. Nightmares offers the rare opportunity to see a host of famous Aussie faces. I don't know any of those people. Dispatched in the most gruesome ways imaginable. Well, that sounds like a winner chicken dinner.
That sounds fucking awesome.
It does. Oh,
it sounds
that's
so fucking good. Like that looks that's. There we go.
Let me see here. Nightmares. That's the cover. Actually, I'm familiar with that cover. Umbrella, Blu-ray. Let's see if that'll come up. Let's see. Come on. Nightmares. No. You will not let me find it. That's Nightmare on Elm Street. What the shit? Okay, come on. I'll try one more time to see if I can find it. It's not on here. It's being dumb. And you got Undead, right? The last release.
Oh yeah.
That's a solid movie from what I remember back in the day. Let's see if we can find it here. Nah, it's somewhere, but it's somewhere down there. Oh, for some reason they have the trailer of Hypochondriac. That's interesting. Anyway, I won't. I don't like Dead Air, so we'll move on. But looks like there is a trailer for the film, and you guys can take a look at it when you have a moment. But that looks like a pretty solid get, I think.
Fuck yeah.
And it'll be about $20 when it's on sale. Slipcover may not last too long, but we'll see what happens. I think Undead is still in the game, slip-wise. I hadn't heard. Did I pass it already? No, where is it? Let me check that real quick. Slipcover is still in the game, but it's under 500. So if you're at all interested, you better add it to your stockings before it's too late. All right, back to partner labels. We got a few more to go through before we end our adventures in YouTube land for the day on this episode. Two more, actually, to check out. This one I have a trailer for. I'm so excited for it. I love when Agfa releases crazy shit. Robbie, yes, Umbrella is a partner label. They I think was it January that they started or February? I forget when. But they are. Bumpy says Nightmares is a movie Severin had on DVD for years. Oh, there you go. Brian Trash also grabbed Nightmares, as well as Midlife Media. Midlife says I hated Undead, trading it off to my bro. Oh wow.
You like Infernal Rapist?
But he enjoyed Infernal Rapist. I won't question your taste, my friend, but that's fine. That's fine. To each their own. Hey, we're one little measly thumb away from 100. Oh my God, that's the greatest thing ever. If we get to 100 thumbs up, holy crap, I'll feel like a champ. And when I feel like a champ, most of you know what that means. And you'll find out. One more thumbs up if you haven't done it. Go do it right now. Do it. It'll make you feel better. I promise you. If you're depressed, it cures depression. It makes everybody happy. Ooh, is it 2 movies? 2 movies. Oh, snit. Okay. Now this has got my attention. As I said, you had my you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. I think that's the way it goes. Shaolin Invincibles. Wizards, gorillas, blood splurts. You've never seen a Taiwanese martial arts movie like this one. Two sword-wielding sisters seek revenge against the villains who murdered their family. But these are no ordinary villains. They're wizards with giant, elasticized tongues who use black magic to control Kung Fu. Oh my fucking god! This is a classic. Kung Fu gorillas. Starring the magnificent Judy Lee and the fierce Carter Wong. Oh, Carter Wong. Awesome. This supreme basher combines the electricity of a Super Nintendo game. It's a weird way to describe a Super Nintendo game. With exceptional fight choreography to deliver an otherworldly experience. The heck yeah. I'm in. That sounds so good. 7-1, an earlier film from the director of Shaolin Invincibles. 7-1 finds Ting on a revenge-fueled rampage following the murder of her father, assisted by her rock star samurai boyfriend. Fucking great. Ting rages against all manner of street gangs and malcontents. This gonzo Taiwanese battle epic is filled with non-stop fights, bootleg soundtrack cues, and incredible stunt work from the effervescent Quan. Fuck yeah, part 2, man. Blake, you gotta get this shit, man. Come on. No?
I mean, the second one sounds actually pretty cool, but I don't actually buy the AGFA unless it's like a movie that I actually wanted. Like, I bought She Freak, and there's one other one from AGFA that I own, but most of the time I never rewatch it, so it's just gonna sit there.
Oh my god, it looks so fucking good. I can't wait. Hey, we're at 106. Oh my fucking god, you guys crushed further. Scarred God just thumbed up. You were the 100th. All right, man. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what? I feel like a champ, so I gotta show my favorite clip. This is when I feel like a champ. Where the hell did it go? Oh, I know. When I feel like a champ, we all feel like Rocky. Oh, yeah! It always cuts off right before, but he punches the kids. That shit cracks me up so much. I watched the entire Rocky franchise with my children recently, and they loved it. It goes to show you, I mean, we all watched it as kids too, but it goes to show you that a movie like that, those movies, even 5 they liked, even though they agree it's not the best. A movie can have power. It's ageless. When a movie can do that and every generation can enjoy it equally, that's powerful, man. That's an all-timer for sure. And it's kind of shocking that, like, you like 5? Of course you do.
I like Tommy Gunn. I liked him when he was a real boxer. Like,
oh, I hate Tommy Gunn. Fucking, I think my main problem with that one was that it wasn't a real fight. It was just like a street fight.
Street fight, yeah.
Yeah, that it felt underwhelming to me. I don't know. Like, he wasn't training. He was just like drinking at the bar.
Well, it's not as boring as Rocky Balboa.
I liked Rocky Balboa.
Boring.
Dude, you're boring. That has the best speech in the entire franchise.
Okay, the monologue was good, but it's just... And I liked how they cast Milo as his son for that one, because he looks just fucking like him, but...
Absolutely.
You excited for Creed 3?
I am.
I think Creed 3 looks good as fuck.
I was honestly, I've been impressed with all the Creed movies. And the first one I think is a masterpiece.
Yeah, the first one's good. I didn't like the second one, but
I don't remember it too well. But I mean, obviously, the whole Drago connection was just made that interesting. This one, the only reason I'm not super excited is because they shafted Stallone, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel with a movie like this not having Stallone in it.
Yeah.
Awesome, JJ. Twisted Nerve is all region. Guys, there's no excuse then. Get it. It's really fucking good. It's not me just saying that. Tarantino loves it. Edgar Wright loves it. This is a and it's got a beautiful slipcover, by the way, Bullet Blake, if you order it through Umbrella. I actually got it through Diabolic because it was a little cheaper and I didn't need like the posters and shit. But that movie is amazing. Amazing. do get your hands on it. All right. Speaking of amazing, let's watch the trailer for Agfa's new release, which has me salivating like a crazy kung fu gorilla. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Ah! Yeah! Let's... Oh, look at that shit! There we have it. Look at the tongues! Ah! That looks amazing! Yes, please. I will take one. Bullet Blade, come on. That looks good. That's okay. You hate fun. I understand. Yeah, slip covers, whatever. I think that could have been more interesting, but it kind of looks like it was taken off of like a scratchy 35mm print or something, like a film cell or something. I dig it. I dig it. I think the movies will be fun. These feel like they could have been Gold Ninja titles. I know Justin probably would have put these out. He loves those.
I think I've made one purchase from Gold Ninja, and it was in God Said to Cain, and then they announced it like 3 months later that it was getting fucking released.
Wow, and no slipcover too. Wow, interesting.
Yeah. Well, that was impossible to find up until Arrow put it out.
Mm-hmm.
But Spaghetti Westerns, I'll buy without a slipcover.
There you go. Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember you saying that. Exodus. Cheers, guys. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. I see you have your cup of coffee. Mine has grown cold, but I still have it with me. Of course, Blake is enjoying his cup of pot smoke. I don't know what the hell you're... I don't know what's going on over there. Oh, Bullet Bourbon. Hell yeah. Of course. Dude, that shit is so good, and it's like super cheap. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Wait, do that again. I'll spotlight you. One more time.
God.
One more time. Yeah, Bullet Blake. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Good job, sir. We don't, wait, of course, don't worry. We don't blame you. Of course, it's going to burn your throat. It's alcohol. Hell yeah. You got to do that tonight. We'll all be drinking tonight. It's going to be...
I'm going to be drinking tonight, yeah.
Oh, shit. Braveheart, thank you, my brother. I really, really appreciate the support. Your enthusiasm for Shaolin Invincibles is great. I bought the wait because the preview was dumb and ridiculous. That's all you need. You know what? I don't need a movie to be amazing. I just need to fucking entertain the shit out of me. And that's what we'll be talking about more in depth tonight as well on Voyage. Doesn't need to be good, but if a movie puts a smile on my face and fills my heart with joy, it's done its fucking job. That's what a movie's supposed to freaking do. JJ, yeah, Twisted Nerve. Haley Mills, so beautiful. Oh my god, she's so pretty in that movie. On top of how amazing the movie is. Oh god, yeah. Good. Brian Trash, guy in a gorilla suit, must buy. Instant must buy. It looks rad AF. Absolutely. Let's see. Stan Silence says there's like, what the hell is that? 10,000 films that has some sort of recommendation from Tarantino. Oh, for sure. But you know what's funny? I read his book, and he's as cynical and as picky as I am. So I'm like, oh, I don't feel too bad, because you think Tarantino's gonna like everything, but like he'll shit on movies. They're like, oh wow, he didn't like that. So I appreciated that. I appreciate that we're like, you know, he's a movie fan and a filmmaker. He can hate shit and like shit. So it doesn't matter if you make movies or not. Having an opinion and being an artist can be separate. Griff says Blake going hard over there. He's pre-gaming for tonight. Oh man. Oh, I can't wait. But I can wait when it comes to buying The Upsetter, the life and music of Lee Scratch Perry, a person I'm not familiar with. Do you know who that is, Bullet Blake?
No idea.
Oh look, the slipcover is like the back. How cool. That's kind of neat, right? No, maybe not. I don't know. I'm a miracle man. Things happen which I don't plan. Okay, let's see. What the hell? Okay, let me show you some of these images.
Is he purple?
Yeah, I just he's purple a lot.
Lucky
Wait,
Charm?
is he constantly purple? Did he purple his face? Well, no. I mean, obviously he's. What the hell? Did he just paint his face purple for all his interview segments? That's a thing. That's a choice. You know what, Bullet Blake? You get to read the last review, or not review, the last little breakdown here. Now that you're a little properly sauced.
The Upsetter tells the wild, weed-fueled story of Lee Scratch Perry, a visionary Jamaican musician, artist, and all-around madman who burst upon the Kingston scene in the 50s with a brand new sound, inventing a genre of music that would come to be called reggae. He went on to discover a young Bob Marley and gained international recognition as a solo artist and record producer, working with pioneering artists like the Heptones and the Congos. Soon he was being called upon by artists as diverse as The Clash and Paul McCartney to provide his unique sound. Narrated by Benicio del Toro, the film captures the essence of a complex, enigmatic figure who was once a mad genius and a mystic.
That's interesting. The fact that he was like the father of reggae. Narrated by Benicio del Toro, that would not have been the top of my list of like who could narrate
That's
this.
weird, but cool.
Yeah, like all right, interesting. Paul McCartney's in it. I mean, that's kind of cool. Region free, 2002 director's commentary, deleted scenes, and a booklet with a whole bunch of essays. I could see that being really popular with the folks that are into reggae. Obviously, they know who that is. Yeah, I'm curious if anybody in the chat is picking it up. I doubt. I mean, it's sold some copies, but I doubt it'll go fast. So if you want to wait for a sale, you could probably hang on tight. Amaranth, hello. Shaolin Invincibles is free on YouTube. To TBYB. There you go. Thank you for that info. I'm probably just going to outright buy it. I like AgFi. I like what they do. And I'm most likely going to enjoy that crazy shit. Wasn't there some guy that turned blue from drinking too much of some liquid? Reminds me of that. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's interesting. Somebody said that if you eat too many carrots, like your dick turns yellow or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but Bullet Blake will find out on his next video. Well, that's gonna get like 1 million views, and you're gonna blow up. You'll be the carrot dick guy. Do it. Oh my god! Did you guys watch a new video from Carrot Wiener? Scarred God says Tarantino said he never saw Return of the Living Dead. He refused to. Maybe that's changed since then, but he was missing out. Yeah, that's weird. You know, I always find it weird when there's filmmakers that have things that they will not watch. Werner Herzog. I love Werner Herzog up until he told me, well, not me particularly, but like in an interview, he says, I don't watch movies. I only watch my own movies. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What a pretentious piece of shit. I mean, his movies are pretty pretentious. Like, I can't buy that you're a filmmaker working in this industry, in this art form, and you don't watch other movies. That's bullshit, man. Anyway. Liam says, sent it to my pops, and he's going to pick it up. Well, which one? The Scratch Perry doc? That's interesting. Joe Jack says, is there a day one must-buy partner label? I had to step away for work.
Golden Era.
Yeah, Golden Era, which... according to Braveheart, 2 hours in, Golden Era is down to 535.
It'll be gone by midnight. It'll be gone tomorrow morning. There won't be you won't be able to buy it.
Oh no, yeah, it'll definitely but yeah, it's 535. That shit's gonna sell out in the next hour or two. Once the FOMO hits. Stanison says, I kind of hate reggae, not picking this up. I'm not a fan either, but I'm not a fan either, but I'm sure it has its fans. We're not done yet because Vinegar Syndrome released a 10-minute video, an awkward 10-minute video about how they preserve their movies. So we'll be watching that as well to wrap up this amazing live stream. This one of the most epic, for right now, episodes of Coffee with Chaos. So I hope you'll join us on Friday. Again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, coming at you live with your movie news of all shapes and sizes. Liam says, yeah, the Scratch Perry. We're both big fans of dub and reggae. Awesome. Well, let me know if you get it and you're on a stream down the line. Let me know if it was worth it. Robbie says, that does sound like something Herzog would say. Yeah, I was like, what the shit? Like, what like, what kind of crap is that? I don't know. But, all right, what do we have? Bullet Blake, you're getting Breathless, right?
Breathless, Flesh Merchant, Golden Era.
Yeah. And?
Nope.
You're gonna get
I'm
Gina?
not gonna get that. I'll get
No?
that. I'll get that later, maybe.
Okay, fair enough.
And Nightmares. Those are the 4 I bought.
Oh, Nightmares. Yeah, there you go. All right. Very good. And did you also grab a copy of Prepubescent Boy Boobs?
Nope.
Oh, man. You're missing out. Oh, my God. Sold out already. No. Just kidding. You missed out. That's the one slipcover everybody wants. All right. What am I going to get from here? Gina's interesting, but I think I'm going to TBYB. Flesh Merchants is interesting. Most likely will TBYB, but I'll probably pick it up just because I like those guys, and my buddy C. Courtney Joyner is an actor in it. Nightmares is one I'm very interested in, and 100% the AGFA release. That looks like a beautiful experience, and I will, since Mastercast Theater and Mail Day Monday and all those things have been folded into Coffee with Chaos, I will be unboxing here and reviewing here. So stay tuned for thoughts on that. Michael says, I'm getting the Upsetter, but only because I auto-buy F25. Oh, well, there you go. I know somebody else who auto-buys. I'm curious if there's a title that they'll put out that you're like, no way, bro. I don't want that.
Well, I mean, that's what happened with Saturn's Core. Like, I bought the first few or whatever, and then it was like, I just can't keep buying this garbage. Which is almost better, because then if it does release one that I want down the road, then I can just buy that one. Like Culture Shock, I have to buy them all. I buy them all of them. We haven't gotten another one from what's their faces, and that's one that I wanted more from.
The German company?
Yeah, why? Where partner label? How they released one title with y'all, or was it two?
Oh man, what was their name? Oh man, Deadlock was a masterpiece.
Yeah, it was fucking great, and then nothing.
Deadlock was awesome. Yeah, I didn't see the elevator one, but it didn't seem interesting to me, so I didn't grab that one.
Like,
did you watch it? Yeah, but
some labels release one like every month, and then other ones we get 2 a year. Like, what the hell is up with that?
It is very odd. Hey, Disconnect in the chat. What's up, buddy? Nightmares is incredible. Love that one. Yeah, I think we're all pretty sold on that one. Joe Jack, I picked up Umbrella's Undead, and the slip had the title upside down on the spine. Makes me not love. Oh, is that really? Oh, I didn't know that.
It's upside down, so it looks stupid on the shelf.
Oh man, do you have it handy? Can you show it off?
See, that's the front, and then the side is like that. It's awful.
Oh, I see that.
It doesn't go in line with any of the rest of the titles. It's terrible.
Interesting. Oh, there you go. Well, that's something to keep in mind if you guys are that worried about shelf appeal. But some people do. Scarred God, that Beautiful Beings cover is way better than the kid from Gummo in the bathtub eating spaghetti. 100% agree with you on that one. Yeah, that spaghetti kid. Yeah, that's another one I no interest in checking out. I've actually never seen it because of just the artwork just put me off. Yeah, no, I'm sure Bullet Blake, you love Gummo. I have a feeling. Oh, you
I mean,
don't?
Nope.
Okay, there you go.
No, this Golden Era slipcover is fucking awesome.
It is really great. I actually have a friend, TC, who would probably love it. TC, if you're watching, grab it now, man.
Yeah, he's gonna miss out.
Because you're gonna miss out. And I actually played it at his house because I didn't have Nintendo. I was a PlayStation guy. He had Nintendo, so we played it at his house. This is right up his alley. We'll keep an eye on it before the end of the show. We'll track it. It'll probably drop to 500 before we wrap up the party. Disconnected with some news. He says, supposedly OCN limits how many titles their partner labels can release. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. Then I guess, yeah, that's interesting. Maybe the Deadlock company didn't have anything else, or maybe they were super limited. I don't know. That's interesting. But that makes sense.
Maybe that's why Fun City's leaving.
Let's say maybe that's why. Severin Films announced 4Ks of Burial Ground, Hell of the Living Dead, House on the Edge of the Park for later this year. Yes, Roland, we'll be talking about it on Friday on that Coffee with Chaos. I have a whole video discussing the 88 films versus Severin 4K debate. Not really a debate, but there's, they certainly, hey, let people know, don't buy from 88 Films, please, because we have the same things coming out a little later. I mean, that's pretty much why they said that. Joe Jack says the insert art doesn't do that for Undead. Okay. That's interesting. Griff says, isn't that one of the reasons Televisions left and went on their own? Disconnected says, yes, confirmed in an interview a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he's interviewing everybody. Go check out Disconnected, guys. He's got a ton of interviews. And leaving me in the dust, subscriber-wise, man, you are blowing up, man. Congratulations, Ryan. You're doing great, dude. Really, really informative stuff over on Disconnected. Go check that out. Alrighty. So before we call it a day, we've done all the titles. We're not done. Don't leave yet. We're not done because I have something to share with you. This is a video that Vinegar Syndrome released. And let's face it, guys. Is it here? We hate Vinegar Syndrome. Apparently they hate themselves.
Vinegar Syndrome. Why is it called Vinegar Syndrome? Oh
my God.
It's me, Oscar, doing my normal Oscar stuff. Today we're going to go into a little bit more depth about what we do here at the Film Archive, why film conservation and preservation are important, and what to look for if you should find some Vinegar film. Come with me, won't you? On a journey of discovery.
Wow.
Hello. Back at the inspection bench again. There are a few different stages of acetate decomp. Stage 0 is pretty much fresh from the lab. Very rare in our case do we find things which are stage 0, due to the fact that most of our repertoire that we pull from is from the 1960s onwards. Next would be stage 1. When you smell it, it almost smells sweet, and this is triacetate decomp. It's kind of starting to turn, but it's not that dangerous to other films in the actual direct vicinity. Stage 2, the chemicals start to decompose due to a little bit more acid buildup in the actual reel. We had to figure out a methodology for actually processing these materials and bringing them into the archive in a safe way. We have a specific section reserved for films which are past stage 2. And finally, stage 3, like the one that we're looking at a lot of warpage, some ferrotyping. Warpage is when the actual film ends up looking a tiny bit wavy along the sides. This one is incredibly glossy because of the fact that the base is now throwing off acetic acid into the air and has nowhere to go but in, which causes it to self-catalyze. There's not much that can be done besides certain practices like rewashing or replasticity and require a professional's hand, but you can never reverse the actual decay of a film. Think of it as putting an apple in the refrigerator. You can slow it down as much as humanly possible, but you can't ever bring that apple back to the original state. Once a film has reached this level of decomposition, it's very difficult to run it through an actual projector. Even running it through a scanner can be really difficult. So beyond basic inspection, how do we determine in a scientific manner what state of decay the actual film is in? That's where the most amazing invention comes in, the AD strips. It's a dye-infused piece of paper that you can place in the actual film can that will automatically change to that specific color. Like most archives, we also have an enormous backlog of materials that we still need to get through. This is something which we're currently working on. Essentially anything which is not yet in blue cans, such as these, which we consider conserved, not yet completely preserved and digitally accessible. Basically things which are still in metal cans, paper boxes, anything of the sort, those still need to be gone through, identified, and wound to make sure that we know exactly what it is, and then this information is added into our database. Our database has a lot of metadata, a lot of actual AD information, so acetate deterioration information, stock information, and that's all for the purposes of making sure these materials stay alive long after this material is meant to actually survive. So, follow me to see why we actually can stuff. Thank you. To explain why we actually recan everything in these types of cans, I think it's good to actually go into a very concrete example. This is a 1,000-foot roll of 35mm film. Throughout its lifetime, it will be releasing enough acetic acid to make 250 teaspoonfuls of household vinegar.
Wow.
So, as an experiment, I tried to simulate what it would be like for a cellulose base to be giving off 1 teaspoonful, but all at once, instead of over a long period of time. So the first example, the actual cotton has become brown. It's soaking in a lot of the rust and has become completely discolored. The ideal would be to put something in cans which don't change the actual physical makeup of the film itself. This is one example which has been moved around a lot. Once film is moved, the weight of it causes the actual bottom polish to have weaknesses and scratches in it. A little bit less rust all over it. That being said, after just 1 month, there's an actual rust hole digging through the actual bottom of it.
Man.
So very soon this will be something which will not even have a bottom to actually care for the film. This one here is another example with a copper, much more of a thicker layer on this one, but still nonetheless it's gotten through and is starting to push through the actual head. This is one of the better examples. This is a galvanized can. It's handling this much better. The actual coloration and the physical state of the actual pad has not changed that much from when it was actually first introduced. The issue is because it's so flat, it's still completely soaking wet. So whatever acid comes out of the actual film will basically, it'll just sit in a pool of its own off-gassing, a plastic can. Long term, this is a pretty good option, but because of the fact that there's no vents, it's basically just going to be sitting in a moist, very high relative humidity space. And finally, the Tuscan cans. Groovings have allowed most of the actual vinegar to actually be released, and it doesn't sit in the actual vinegar. So polypropylene doesn't give off anything which can heighten the autocatalytic decay. We love film cans and we love polypropylene. It's very, very nice, very sleek.
It's very nice.
Film cans are really, really good. And one of my favorite things about film cans is that they contain film.
What the
As we've said before, Vinegar Syndrome is an actual chemical reaction. It's one that involves moisture in the air or water. This chemical reaction can be either sped up or slowed down. I have 2 glasses of water, a no-no in an archive. but we're making an exception for learning. On the right, we have a glass of hot water. You understand. This hot, this cold. We are going to see which goes faster. Yes. Don't store your film in hot temperatures, you idiot. Oh, this is nice. Very cold. Very cold.
Some science
Chemical
there.
reactions going real fast.
Very cold.
That's a good film archive right there.
That's
Does this
good.
actually one-to-one apply in the same chemical way to film? Shut up. It's similar. It's similar enough to be a good example of what's happening. So I don't want to hear your fucking shit about how this is a completely different chemical reaction.
Wow.
Because maybe it's very different, but it's not that different. Using cold storage kept the film alive for a little bit longer. That being said, dust returns to dust, and each and every living thing, everything which is made of organic material or semi-organic, will one day disappear. Everything you love will one day be gone. Everything I love, even my favorite movies, will one day be gone.
Whoa, what was
Even
that?
you did, behind the camera. You will one day be gone too.
What the fuck?
And lo and behold, that was pretty good. Dictated, not read. Anyway, that was very, very informative. And of course, the reality is one day Surf 2 will be gone, and you know there's no way you can keep preserving everything forever. So luckily, oh look, it did. It dropped under 5. 497. This is, by the way, if you're on your lunch break or whatever and you wanted this, grab it now or forever hold your peace. Because it is out of here. Out of here. Dust in the wind. Yes, it's just all dust in the wind at the end of the day. That's all we are. Scarred God says, an audition for Criterion? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, that was informative. I think we all learned a lot. Certainly when it comes to the vinegar elements. I thought that was really kind of cool that they shared that. I like that quite a bit. What do you think, Bullet Blake? Did you learn anything about film preservation?
I mean, I didn't learn anything new. It was entertaining, but
yes, and I like that. Just to clarify, they labeled that video "We Hate Vinegar Syndrome." That wasn't me taking a pot shot. That's literally what they called that video. So, don't think I was being salty towards the company.
I mean, they're not talking about the company. They're talking about the process of vinegar syndrome.
Exactly. 493 left on Golden Era. This will be gone. I'm sure I'll be reporting on our Friday live show that it's gone. It will not last. I'm guessing by the time we have our show tonight, Bullet Blake, that it will not exist anymore.
Probably.
Yeah.
As soon as people get out of work, they're all going to get on there and order it. So,
for sure, it will not last very long. By the way, timestamps if you're watching on replay, but if you've gotten by this point, you're at the end. But I'll timestamp everything and make it easier for rewatchability. I want to make it easy for you guys to rewatch this stuff. Tonight over on Tony's channel, we getting jiggy with them animals. And we're talking Sleeping Dogs Die and Love on a Leash, 2 of the weirdest movies ever made. And I will say Tony's theme is it's my favorite theme of all time. This guy nailed it. The theme is beauty and the bestiality. Oh my god. Genius. I'm very proud of him, but I'm also mad because he picked one of the most boring movies we've ever watched. So boring, and you'll find out what that one is tonight. Join us over on Tony's channel. I'll put the link in the description so you can go join us. Looks like that is a wrap on this installment. We've covered quite a bit. Let me see, how can I do that? How do I do it so that we're both? How do I can't do both of us. I'll just have to do that. we covered quite a bit. 14 partner titles and the Vinegar Syndrome announcements. I think overall it's a successful month. They've got some good stuff coming. And I'm not like regretting, oh man, I wish I was a subscriber so I can get those boring Mexican movies, you know. Oh, if they're good and if I can TVYB somewhere and they float my boat, I'll grab them. But stay tuned to Bullet Blake's channel. I'll put his link in the description as well. He'll be reviewing them eventually.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to watch as many of them as I can this week, and I'll try and get some reviews up next week. So
there you go. There you go. Justin says that was a fun video. Picture in Picture says the list of the dude's favorite movies they flashed is full of fake movies. It's pretty funny. Oh, okay, there you go. I was gonna go back and check, but nah, it's all right. It's all right. All right, that's a wrap on Coffee with Chaos. Bullet Blake, thank you so much for joining in, man. I appreciate you being here and discussing VS.
For sure.
What's the rest of the day like for you? Are you watching Love on a Leash again?
No, I'm probably gonna watch another Vinegar Syndrome movie before we do our stream tonight. I don't know. Like I've been sick the last couple of days, so I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I sound like an idiot to myself. So, but yeah, just taking it easy today.
You always sound like an idiot to me, so I don't think anything's changed. I'm kidding. But yeah, take it easy, rest up. Tonight's gonna be interesting, and we're going to be. You're gonna need your voice because I'm sure we'll be yelling a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. For those of you at home, by the way, go follow Bullet Blake. Link will be in the description, but just type in Mr. Slipcover. You'll find him. He loves Vinegar Syndrome, and he'll talk your ear off about it over on his channel. As for me, I love coffee, and I love hanging out with you. Sorry, I hit my mic. If that sounded bad on your end, I apologize. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Chaos. Let's do one final look at where we stand on Golden Era before we close out. 479. Oh, man. That's out the window. That is out the window. I will post on my community tab when it goes the way of the cuckoo. My friend, I love you very much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sharing that time with me. Remember, I don't consider you just a subscriber. You're a pal. You're a community. We've built something very special here, something very rich and rewarding for both of us. I love my time with you, and I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me and Bullet Blake. Let's do it again real soon. Coffee with Chaos coming at you Friday morning. I hope you'll join us for that. As for now, we will bid you adieu. We love you very much. Take care of yourselves, and hope to see you over on Tony's channel when we talk dog blowjob movies. I wish we were kidding.
Yeah, y'all ready for this?
We'll be right back.